A date, of course. Uh-oh. Akiko appeared and the model started fucking up. Would that be the future waiting for me? Phase Airi. Ah. On to the next phase. Hopefully this won't be too terribly long, since Kimijima Ko is eliminated, but we'll see. Aw, that's weird. Maybe we'll actually find out why Daru's here, but let's look at the twips, because we can. Oh. Nothing new, okay. I'm having a hard time figuring out this circuitry. This is the electromagnetic wave radiation equipment that Kimijima Ko left behind, the device that projects delusions into people's minds. This is the root of the chaos that occurred over the past several days, and something I've been curious about. Considering I'm a sucker for new gadgets, now that it got into my hands, I've been obsessing over the thing, but... bleh, it doesn't seem to be working properly. The power has been turning on and off randomly, and it doesn't seem to be functioning properly either. I bought some basic tools with me in case something like this happened, but it doesn't look like I can address the issue with what I have on me. Meh, even if we're able to repair it, it'd be a hassle to try and do a test run here. What should I do? Just as I lie facing up, the Pokécon beside my pillow starts ringing. The caller, my beloved waifu. Whatever. I can fix this when I'm back in Tokyo. Hey yo, it's me, your beloved Daru-kun. Yup, I'm doing great. What about you? Huh? Yeah. I plan on staying for a little bit longer. Oh. The festival is buzzing more than ever after the craziness of last night. Of course, the main reason is that the real festival starts today. But I also feel like there are more people here because of the news of the Kimijima Ko incident. Everyone must be relieved that no one got hurt as a result of all of the insanity. Curiosity takes over once you realize there's no threat to your safety. That might be basic human psychology. Anyway, even just quickly scanning the area, it seems like there are a lot more stands and events going on compared to the previous days. I should just enjoy this. Well then, what should I check out first? While I contemplated that, I catch sight of someone who I have become quite familiar with over the past several days in the corner of my eye. Airi, isn't it? It's Yashio-kun. Oh, okay. Does he have that much time on his hands? He said he was still unemployed. I wonder if he's okay. With Yashio-kun is... Good morning. There's Airi. Anita notices me looking at them from afar and comes over. Ashida-san, you just have all the free time in the world. I was gonna throw those words right back at him, but I hold back. I'm an adult, and it's right about my free time. What are you two up to? I thought we should walk around a bit now that the festival's in full throttle. No, same here.
But I really didn't expect to see so many people here.
Says Airi-tana. She spins and looks around. I look at Airi-tana and Yashio-kun once again.
Can we help you?
You're not siblings, right? We're not even relatives. But you live together, right?
Yes, I'm staying at Big Brother's house right now.
There, that's what I'm talking about.
Huh? What is it?
Anita gasps when I reflexively shout. The way you call him Big Brother. You're neither siblings nor relatives, yet you live under the same roof, and you even call him Big Brother. I try to think for myself why this is the case, but I keep coming up with forbidden scenarios. It's not what you think. Knowing you, Hashida-san, you probably have something gross in mind. It's not at all what you think it is. Crap, he saw right through me. But then why does she call you Big Brother? Well, that's... Nishio-kyun looks at Airi-tan with reluctance. Seems like their relationship is far more complicated than what I had imagined. We've become pals recently, but we still don't know much about each other. Maybe I should stop being nosy, but just as that thought crosses my mind.
You're right. It is unusual for me to call him Big Brother. I mean, I am older than him.
Huh? What did she just say? Airi-tan is older than Yashio-kyun? I think that's what I heard. Are you sure you want to tell him?
Yes. Hashida-san has helped us out a lot.
Airi-tan reveals her story to me. And let me tell you, it's one hell of a tale. And then you were in cold sleep that whole time.
Yes. That's why I'm actually 24 years old. And I am actually older than Big Brother.
But that's just on paper. Airi-chan was sleeping for years. Her mind, experiences, and knowledge are only as old as she looks. And actually, I think I saw this on the news. It was reported that a child who had been in cold sleep due to a fatal disease had awakened. At the time of the initial reporting, there were lots of rumors surrounding the news, but since the subject was revealed to be a minor, the major stations stopped reporting on it. What a surprise. Not only is the girl in question Airi-tan, but Kimichi Miko was directly involved as well. It sounds like Airi-tan's disease took a huge emotional toll on her mother and father. As a result, Kimichi Miko took advantage of their vulnerable state, leading to their deaths. Honestly, I don't understand. If my daughter was diagnosed with a fatal illness and treatment was futile, would I become tired of living life? I can make the claim that that never happened to me as much as I want. But if my child was really put in that situation, I can't say for sure that I wouldn't end up the same way. You might not, but unless someone decides to write you poorly, Daru, you wouldn't. Like, it's too, I'll do anything for my wife and daughter to do that, you know? If either one of the parents breaks down, the other will probably be dragged down with them. Or maybe that wouldn't happen. This is something that you can't foresee until you're confronted with it. In that sense, I can't blame Airi-tan's parents. I can. And even she grew tired of watching them suffer, which is why she accepted Kimichi Miko's proposal. That's when she went into cold sleep. She did so out of her own kindness. No one is at fault. Except for Kimichi Miko. I was gonna say. Airi-tan's father grew tired of living on the island after Airi-tan disappeared, so he used that opportunity to try and flee the island, and that's why he was murdered, she says. His actions may be reproachable, but the only person who has the right to criticize him for it is Airi-tan. You know what, I can get behind that last statement. As for her mother, she was tricked by Kimichi Miko's false message that someone had seen Airi-tan on a remote island and was killed as a result. Her relatives disposed of Airi-tan's empty house while she was missing. Having lost everything, Airi-tan, upon awakening, met Yashio-kyun during last year's incident and has been living at his house ever since. It's ironic, but Daru being able to reflect on that and admit that he might fall into the same trap is a huge show of why he probably wouldn't. Honestly, yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, Kimichi Miko was to blame for all of it. And to add insult to injury, according to Yashio-kyun, her fatal disease was also something Kimichi Miko made up. Really? She was ill, but not so much she required cold sleep. Okay. Right, because like I didn't realize, like I was thinking it's like, I'm pretty sure she was just sick and it was like incurable, but not fatal. Of course, only a select few people know this. Even Airi-tan hasn't been made aware of that fact. why wouldn't you tell her that her illness won't actually kill her? Hello? Like, hello? He probably decided not to tell her right now because it would be too shocking for her to take in. Okay, that's fair, but like at the same time... Either way, Airi-tan's entire family was destroyed by Kimijima-ko's lies. Both her father and mother. And the days she would have spent with her friends as an ordinary girl were lost. Kimijima-ko took it all away. The root of all evil is Kimijima-ko, and he is the one to blame. I wonder what was going through Airi-tan's mind when Kimijima-ko appeared at the festival. Since I didn't know her background at the time, I wasn't really observing her reactions. But I don't think I felt too much resentment coming from her. Maybe there's an even more complicated story surrounding her and Kimijima-ko. Something that none of us outsiders know about.
You're a kind person, Hashira-san.
Airi-tan says after I listened to her story to the end. Kind? Me? I mean, yeah, you are, daughter.
We've only just met recently. You're making such a pained face after listening to my story. And that's not kindness. I don't know what is.
What? Do I really look that serious? Maybe my age is catching up to me. Oh dear.
The way you try to play it off like that is also indicative of your kindness.
Look, being told something like that face to face is pretty embarrassing. At the end of the day, Airi-chan is still Airi-chan, so please don't give her any special treatment. Consider this a personal request. Yoshio-kyun says with a serious tone. And to that I say, sorry, I can't do that. I slowly shake my head.
Huh?
What do you mean, you can't? Don't give her special treatment? Of course I can't do something like that, because she's Airi-tan's... a perfectly legal holly, god damn it, dude. Daughter, why? Oh, what now?
Legal?
Legal lollies are a dime a dozen in the world of anime and manga, but they only look young on the outside. They're perfectly mature on the inside. Okay, so this is the thing that you're missing, daughter. She is not mature on the inside. However, Airi-tan is different. She may be 24 years old on paper, but she's actually lived for 14 years. The same goes for her appearance. Uh-huh. Which makes this morally wrong. And she's in 3D. I never could have imagined that someone like her could really exist. If this isn't perfection, what is? Oh god, how sinful art thou to have brought such an angel to life on this world. Both Kaido's and Airi's expressions say everything. Hey Airi-chan, do you still think Hashira-san is a kind person?
I'm sorry. Can I rethink that?
Says Airi-chan bluntly, but she soon breaks into a giggle. Yep, this easygoing vibe is exactly what I prefer.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Airi-chan hurriedly smiles at Yoshio-kyun. But I noticed that Airi-chan saw something. When I trace her gaze, I see a young wife holding a little baby. She looks to be around 20 years old, give or take. She's walking over so happily with her kind-looking husband. It looks like Yoshio-kyun noticed them too. Do you know them?
Oh, yes. She's one of my old classmates, I think.
Oof. Both Yoshio-kyun and I are at a loss for words.
If I haven't been in cold sleep, would that be the future waiting for me?
Airi-tan.
I'd have went to school and studied with everybody, gotten hooked on idols, graduated, fell in love, and got married.
Airi-tan watches her classmate with a fierce yearning in her eyes. Maybe she's picturing herself as she should have been by now. An image of herself that could have been, with an ordinary life and an ordinary story.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so emotional.
No.
Please, you two, don't frown like that. If I hadn't gone to cold sleep, I probably wouldn't be able to live as I am now.
Airi-tan's words are even more painful to someone who knows the truth.
So maybe this is for the best.
Because of her sickness, she was barely able to attend school. By the time she woke up, all her friends had become adults. She was a young girl left behind in time. It's no surprise that she would yearn for an alternate past, one where she lived life normally.
Ah, Kai!
An energetic voice blows away the tense atmosphere.
Cool, Airi-chan's here too.
I'm here too.
I know. You could possibly miss your giant body, Hashida-san.
Rude. Maki-chan, what about the restaurant? It's the first day of the robot phase. Aren't you supposed to be busy right now?
I wasn't until just a minute ago. I'm finally on break. So I decided I should take this opportunity to look around for a bit.
Aren't you tired? I think you should rest for a little while.
Of course I am, but I can't just sit by idly when there's a festival going on.
Considering Aki-tan's personality, I can totally see that it wouldn't be possible for her to just sit around until her break is up while there's so much fun stuff going on.
What about you, Kai? What are you up to?
I was supposed to hang out with Airi-chan.
I don't mind being alone, big brother.
Says Airi-tan, cutting Yashio-kyun off. It seems like she's trying not to get in the way of Yashio-kyun and Aki-tan's chance to spend time together. Does that mean they really are in that sort of relationship? To me, they still look like they're well within the confines of the friend zone.
Are you gonna be okay by yourself, Airi-chan?
We might as well walk around together. Yashio-kyun and Aki-tan say as if to back up my hunch. They don't seem to realize how considered Airi-tan is being toward them. Airi-tan clearly looks dissatisfied with their responses. But even I'm off the mark. Airi-tan's dissatisfaction is apparently not due to their obliviousness.
There you two go again, treating me like a little child. I'll be fine alone.
But
What if you got mobbed by strangers? I'm fine. I know how to deal with that sort of stuff on my own.
are you sure? Even if someone like Hashida-san were to confront you? Hey yo, what a cute little naughty girl you are. Want some candy?
I'm gonna tell your wife.
I'm sorry, please don't do that. Crap, I couldn't contain myself.
See, I'll be fine. Well, I guess you'll be okay, but... Hey look, Kai! There are tons of people over there.
That's... Wait, aren't you supposed to be familiar with what's going on? You commute here every day.
Yeah, for work. I don't have time to check.
At the end of the day, we ended up doing the rounds together. If Yashio-kyun and Aki-tan were hanging out together, I would never just invite myself. But when it's them and Airi-tan, well, that places Airi-tan in a really awkward position.
They always treat me like a little kid.
I guess that must have really upset her. But she still is a child, so I don't think there's much she can do about that. You don't like being treated like that, Airi-tan?
I'm technically older than the both of them, you know.
I feel like she's making herself out to be younger than them just by calling Yashio-kyun big brother, but is that not how she sees it? People's feelings sure could be complicated. Yep.
If I was an adult now, I wonder how everyone would treat me.
Airi-tan whispers to herself, but I nonetheless catch her words. Are you in a rush to become an adult, Airi-tan?
I don't know. I feel like I am, but I also sort of don't want to.
You mustn't.
Huh?
You're a rare species known as a perfectly legal lolly. You must never grow up. Never! Dario, please.
Okay.
Hey Hashida-san, stop being weird around Airi-chan, please. I'm not being weird. Yes, you are. Airi-chan is the realization of every Japanese man's dream. Having said that, it must still be a point of great difficulty for her. After all, she's the only person in the world to have experienced something like this. It must be very isolating knowing that there's no one she could relate to and share her stories with. This is something I can't easily wrap my head around.
By the way, Kai, are you gonna be okay with your studies? You've been dropping by every day.
Well, I'm keeping up with them, see? Nishio-kyun shows her his Pokecom screen. There are reference text all over the place. Lots of notes and markings on every single page. I guess this is what he's been up to every time he stares at his Pokecom, even while he hangs out with us.
Well, I guess you are studying properly.
What do you think? I was just playing KB all this time? Yeah.
Huh? Not really. When you say you're gonna do something, you always stick to your word.
Why are your eyes wandering so much? Because your shirt keeps flashing on and off. Let's fix that, hopefully. Why are your eyes wandering so much? Anyway, I'm just running in place until I get accepted to college. That's my absolute minimum goal for now. By the way, is there anything you want to do in the future, Aki-tan?
Huh?
Like how Yashio-kyun is studying hard to become a astronaut. Juntan is working hard at Space Candy. Subaru-kyun and Frautan will have to confront their future soon, one way or another. So I was wondering if you had anything in mind?
Well, I do, but...
You do? It's Yashio-kyun who raises his voice first. You have a dream like that too? She hasn't told you anything, Yashio-kyun? We never really talked about this kind of stuff. So, what's the deal, Aki-chan?
Well...
Aki-tan shuts her mouth, and her cheeks turn bright red for some reason.
Forget me. What about you, Aiki-chan? Is there anything you want to become in the future? Huh? Me?
Airi-tan seems flushed after being put on the spot so suddenly.
In the future?
Airi-tan silently thinks to herself as everyone watches her.
I'm sorry. I've never really thought much about the future until now.
Oh. I see. Airi-tan had been affected by her sickness since she was little. She had been told the medical technology at the time wasn't able to cure her. Given the circumstances, I doubt a child would be able to mentally process all of that and consider their future at the same time. If thinking about it won't help, it's better to not think at all. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how she felt.
Ari. Please don't apologize. It's thanks to you and Big Brother that I'm so happy right now. There's nothing to be sorry about.
Aritan hurriedly tries to smooth things over. But I feel like I got a peek into her heart through her body language.
Huh?
Aritan's tone brightens, wiping away the heavy atmosphere.
Hey, isn't that Jina-san over there?
When I look in the direction of her fingertip, I see an energetic tan girl running through the festival grounds.
You're right. Hey, June. Huh?
June-tan reacts to Akitan's voice and starts running towards us. It doesn't seem like she's running around looking for us, though.
What's up, everyone? What are you all up to?
I could ask the same to you. Why are you running around?
I'm dealing with the idol thing.
That's right. There's supposed to be some idol visiting from Tokyo as its a guest. I forgot to look into who was actually coming amidst all the chaos. Is it Phantasm? I guess Fest.
No, I think I remember my manager and one of our customers talking about something like that.
You should probably pay closer attention to what people are talking about around you, Aki-chan.
Well, I'm not really interested in idol stuff. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. You're no better.
So, who is this idol?
I'm sorry. I'm not really familiar with her either. She's supposed to be a member of a popular group. God, I can't be hanging out here like this. I have to go.
Apparently Airi-tan was supposed to handle this idol business, but because she wouldn't be able to take responsibility if something happened, the task eventually fell into Jina-tan's lap.
Anyway, I gotta get going. I hope you guys have fun.
Jina-tan starts running before she's even finished her sentence, disappearing into the crowd.
An idol, huh? Airi-chan, are you interested in idols? No, not really.
Seems to me like all the Robotics Club youngsters aren't very interested in idols. She mentioned someone from a popular group. Aidoru desu. So true. I guess I'll check who it is later. Please do, I'm dying to know. Uh-huh. Okay, Airi POV. Fair enough.
It's been almost half a year since I moved into Big Brother's house. I've grown quite comfortable in this extra room they let me use. And so, relaxing in this cozy space, I recalled the conversation from this afternoon. My adult self. I was diagnosed with an incurable disease at birth. You won't die immediately, but it will be difficult to cure. Professionals around me hammered this home, morphing my world into one where I wasn't allowed to think about the future. But now that my disease has been cured thanks to modern medical technology, a whole new path has opened for me, a path I thought was forever sealed.
What is this magical disease that has a cure that is gone? Like, especially like a disease you get from birth? I'm very confused. Please drop a disease name or describe symptoms, please, for the love of anything.
A long and wide path called the future. But I wasn't ready to answer that question. And those are my honest feelings. The future never existed for me. I never imagined that I'd be presented with a bright and hopeful tomorrow just like everyone else. What am I supposed to do with something like that all of a sudden? I have no memories of living an ordinary life. No experience. Because of my condition, I was barely able to attend school. Sure, there are classmates that I remember, but I only recognize their faces, nothing else. Plus, I still look like a child. The girl I saw earlier today probably doesn't even remember me. And even if she did, she'd probably freak out like she had seen a ghost. That's why I don't really have any friends. All I have are the members of the Chiwata Nakashima High Robotics Club and their families. But to them, I might be more like a little sister or daughter. If I was an adult... This is why I'm driven to such thoughts. If I had developed as an ordinary girl, maybe I would have had more friends. Maybe I would have had a different relationship with Big Brother, Akiho-san, and the others. But it's pointless to think about any of this. And yet, I can't stop myself from imagining a different life for myself. I take a sip of the water sitting on my desk to try to drive off those thoughts. At that moment. Perhaps my body wasn't ready for the sudden supply of water. I got the hiccups. It's not like anyone is watching me, but I still feel embarrassed for some reason, and I direct my gaze out the window. And that's when... an unknown figure suddenly enters my line of sight, causing me to gasp. It's the hazy image of a young woman. Yureyomejo? Huh? Yureyomejo. On Tanegashima exists a certain kind of ghost known as a Yureyomejo. And the term directly refers to the ghosts of young women. I honestly thought of for a moment that one had appeared. But I'm wrong. The hazy-looking woman by the window is looking at me with a hand on her mouth, surprised for some reason. Did I just happen to make eye contact with someone walking by? But if they're actually real, why are they so blurry? Huh. I wonder why. I was surprised at first, but for some reason, I don't feel scared. I slowly lowered the hand that was on my mouth and walked toward the window. Then... What? How odd. The woman by the window also lowers her hand from her mouth and inches closer. I raise my left hand. Then she raises her right hand. No way. That's right. Could you be... Shiz... What? What? She's an image of myself projected onto the window. Whenever I move, the woman also moves exactly the same way. There's no doubt. The woman at the window was me. But...
Airi learns about reflections.
She moves just like I do, but her appearance is much more adult. Wait. I feel like the scenery is different than usual. It almost feels like I'm higher up. I hurry to look at my hands and feet. Everything's familiar, even the placement of my moles. But all my limbs seem longer. Plus... Just hearing her say, "Oh, bye," took me out. Boobs. My breasts have gotten a lot bigger in size. I hurry to remove the covers off the mirror and see the exact woman I saw in the window. She looks around 20 years old. I slowly pinch my cheek. Ouch. It's not a dream. This is definitely me.
Uh-oh.
A knock on the door causes me to reflexively leap into the air in surprise.
Airi-chan, everything okay in there? I heard something.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I wonder why. Why?
Are you sure? I thought I heard a pretty loud gasp. I mean, I feel like you would gasp pretty loudly too if you realized you all of a sudden had a nice rack, you know.
I'm okay. I just saw a bug inside the room.
A bug? Crap, hold on. I'll go get a...
It's all right now. It already escaped out the window.
Don't spit out your water. You're supposed to swallow. Come on. Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need anything. Why are you flicking my forehead? I did nothing wrong.
Yes. Thank you very much, big brother.
No problem. Anyway, good night.
Good night. Big brother's footsteps draw farther. I sigh in relief. And at that moment, another small hiccup. Then, huh? Together with a sense of dizziness, I notice that my line of sight is lower. Don't tell me. I quickly look at the window and find the usual me looking back. What was that all about? Unfortunately, I find no answer to my question.
Anyway, that's fair. I once again wake up to the sound of my alarm clock. My life at remedial school has been much more, well, regulated than when I was in high school. I wake up early, eat breakfast, and head to school. I study into the late afternoon, then I review the lesson in a study room, and go to sleep early at night. I don't stay up to play KB online anymore like I used to. I've gotten used to this daily pattern, but if I let my guard down, I'll probably start slacking off again. Humans always take the path of least resistance. So even while back home during summer break, I decided to maintain a well-regulated schedule. But I can't shake off the sleepiness. As soon as I let a huge one loose, the door to the living room opens. I already moved into our house after I moved into the school dorm on the mainland. When I initially came home, I was a little uncomfortable with the idea of seeing Airi here. But I've gotten used to this situation over the past several days. I still get embarrassed being so exposed to her. I decided to talk to her to try to avert my attention away from this feeling. Morning.
Good morning.
Huh. What's up with her? She sounds a bit out of it today. Didn't she say there was a bug in her room last night? Were you okay with the bug?
Huh? Bug?
I thought you said there was a bug in your room late last night. I figured that's why she seemed tired, but I guess I'm wrong.
Oh, yes, it was okay. I'm sorry to make you worry, Kaido-san.
Huh? Something is off. And it's obvious what it is. She called me Kaido-san. I heard her clear as day. What happened to Big Brother? Kaido-san?
You're not my real brother, so...
That's true, but...
Or do you prefer that I call you Big Brother?
Or no. In all honesty, as an only child, I welcome the idea of being called Big Brother. But do I prefer it? I can't just blatantly say yes to that. Maybe just because... blah blah blah. Maybe because it reminded me of Hashida-san for a second.
And then I'll start calling you Kaido-san from now on.
Sure. And not an affirmation, though I can't help but feel a little sad about the way she's referring to me.
Anyway, what are your plans for today, Kaido-san?
I figured I'd hit up the festival. My pals at the Robotics Club are running all kinds of events during the Wazaika Gun Festival. Since I have to study, I can't get too involved, but I thought I should at least be there for moral support. Hashida-san is probably a big part of why I feel that way. You can be a weirdo, but when push comes to shove, there's someone you can rely on. Or at least that's how he makes me feel. What a strange guy.
愛梨ちゃんはどう
What
する
about you, Airi-chan?
I
私も
plan on going
行くつ
too.
もりですよ。
それじゃあ
You wanna come with me then? I'm leaving in a
俺もうすぐ
little
出ちゃう
bit.
けど
Oh, I plan on
私は
going
もう
later,
少し後で行く
so you
つも
can
り
go
な
on
ので
ahead without
先
me.
に行っててくれて大丈夫ですよ。
Says Airi with a smile as she walks back into her room. And I've got no other choice. I guess I'm heading to the festival alone today. Just as I'm about to head out. Oh boy. I hear Airi screaming from the back of the hall where her room is.
愛梨ちゃん
Airi-chan,
どうかしたの
what's wrong?
もしかして
Another bug?
また虫が出た
Huh? Yes. Yes, it is. I thought it escaped yesterday, but it's still here.
殺虫剤
Should I
持ってこよ
go
う
get
か
some bug spray?
It's okay. I'll be fine.
でも
But
I'm really, really fine. Don't worry about me.
そう
alright. I love if she relied on me a little for stuff like this. But if she doesn't want my help, that's all there is to it. Either way, it's still a little sad that she's gone from calling me Big Brother to Kaito-san. Twips. Oh. Ah. Jin.
I'm getting nervous being assigned an important task. I wonder if idols really sparkle.
Did he say idol?
This is coming to the festival for an event. Did you want to join?
But I refuse. I have no interest in 3D.
Sorry.
That idol. I couldn't find anything on her with my powers. Seems like a totally new girl. Damn. Today, like all other days, I, Hashida Itaru, am visiting the festival grounds. It's not like I have anywhere else to hang out here on Tanegashima. I've done the touristy stuff, like going to JAXA and the local museum in the interim. But it's not the same when you're alone. I figured if I came here, I might run into somebody I know.
And thanks for waiting. Here's your passion fruit shaved ice.
Thanks. To prove my point, here I am hanging out with Akitan and Yashio-kyun. Quite the sweet tooth you've got there, Hashida-san. I love anything that tastes good, not just sweets. I also like cute girlies too.
それは
Yeah,
言わな
yeah,
くても
we
知
know.
ってる
After all we've been through together, Yashio-kyun finally gets me. By the way, isn't the crowd giving off a weird vibe today? I say while looking around the festival grounds.
おかしいって
How
ど
so?
こ
You know, like, it's oddly chaotic and unsteady. Daru's like constantly doing a bit, but the bit is that he's Daru. Yeah, that's just how he is. I see a bunch of staff running around. Is something special going on?
Oh, it's that thing. That idol girl is coming today.
アイドルって
Idol.
昨日
You mean what
しんちゃん
Jin-chan was talking about yesterday? Ah, gotcha. That's why. I actually tried to find out who this girl was last night before going to bed, but I couldn't find any details. All I could really find was her name and picture, and the fact that she recently joined a group. In terms of new info, I basically just discovered that she's an up-and-comer.
でその子
So, is she coming today?
She should be arriving on the next ferry that's arriving soon.
Akitan confidently drops her info bomb with her head held high. She must still be salty over Yashio-kun calling her uninformed. Probably. As if to back up her info, I see Jin-tan running about frantically. The sense of deja vu is something else. It's just like the scene from yesterday. She seems to be heading toward the express boat dock. I bet she's going to pick up the idol.
Are you curious, Kai?
まあ
Well,
少し
a
はね
little. You should have said not interested, Yashio-kyun. But then again, I'm in the same boat, so... You guys want to check it out? Like, watch her get into the port? Just to watch, of course. Nishikyun thinks to himself. It's too late to pretend like you're not interested, dude.
We might as well go check her out.
I definitely wasn't expecting her to be the one to say that.
I've always wanted to see a real idol in the flesh.
But what about your shift?
I'll be fine. It's all her break time anyway. Come on, Kai.
Well, if you say so, Aki-chan. And so we decided to go watch Little Miss Idol's arrival on the shores of Tanegashima. I wouldn't be surprised if Akitan decided to be better if she went with Yoshio-kyun, so that she could keep an eye on him. Needless to say, I keep that thought locked up in my brain container. We met with an unexpectedly sizable crowd upon arriving at the express dock. Everyone's waiting for the idol to get here. Having said that, they don't necessarily look like her fans. It's more like they're curious. This idol isn't famous enough to have fans like this in the first place. I see Mr. Candy and Juntan at the head of the crowd. They're holding a small banner that says Ojiro Moste to Tanegashima.
June!
Akitan shouts and shuffles through the large crowd. We follow suit behind her.
Are you here to welcome the idol? Yeah. You guys too? I figure we might as well see her face.
Haha, this is great. The festival's getting even more attention.
And the cost of us running around at the last minute.
I can totally relate. When there's a person nearby that likes to act on their instincts, the people around them end up cleaning up after them. No, looks like she's coming down. Nishio-kyun's voice prompts me to look over to the boarding dock. Assuming people are pouring out from the boat.
Well, I'm getting kind of nervous.
Are you the one getting nervous?
I mean, this is my first time seeing an idol in the flesh. You're making me a little nervous.
Your girl's gonna be okay. As our exchange continues, folks of varying ages exit the boat and pass us by. Most of them must be here to visit the Wazaika Gun Festival. Our group is totally focused on catching the young lady in question, but
She's not coming out.
yeah. Most of the people have gotten off the boat, but the idol has yet to appear. Fewer and fewer people are left on board.
Did we miss her?
Juntan says that she looks at the profile picture she has displayed on her Pokécom.
I don't think so. We were all watching.
Maybe she's in the bathroom.
Idols use the bathroom?
Akiho. Well, duh, they're human too. Nishio-kyun says something that a certain maid cafe owner would be livid about.
Kai, you're such a party pooper.
We got too many unrealistic expectations, Aki-chan. Another couple of people exit the boat, and then nobody else.
Maybe we really did miss her. Maybe she wasn't even on board to begin with.
And that's the case, they would have contacted Jun-chan and the others, right? Eventually, the people who came to see the idol start complaining amongst themselves, and slowly begin to dissipate. At the end of it all, we're the only folks left. The banner that Juntan and Mr. Candy are holding gets swept around violently by the wind. This is a problem. What's going on here? Maybe you should check the passenger list? They must have the names of everyone who bought a ticket. Though an idol would never use her stage name for something like that. Why don't we just ask people that were on board instead of bending over backward? If they were an idol, they definitely know. I'm not sure about that. Mr. Candy starts walking toward the passengers with his usual aggressiveness. But at that moment, a surprising voice cries out from behind Yashio-kyun. Uh-oh, I see what's happening. Everyone turns around to see.
Did I scare you?
A girl we haven't seen before is standing there with a devilish smile.
Kai, do you know her?
No. Huh? Nakaton looks at me, and Jintan's face alternatively, as if to ask us if we know her. Jintan and I shake our heads almost simultaneously. The girl in question looks to be her 20s. Even a social butterfly like me doesn't know very many girls in this age range. And that'd be the case in Tokyo. At Tanegashima, the only ones who know her would be the Robotics Club crew.
So...
And we all turn our gazes back to the young woman. Perhaps overwhelmed by the sudden attention, it almost looks like she winces for a moment.
Wait, you really don't recognize me? See? Take a good look. It's me.
And the girl seems to think we know who she is. But she just doesn't match the profile of any one of my memory banks. Or maybe we know her but haven't met her. Like, for example, a celebrity.
Ah, wait, you're... Okay, thank goodness, you're finally noticed. It's her! Look, Kai! The idol! What?
Huh? Her? Oh, you're right. That is her.
Right, right? Huh? So you did arrive on that last boat. I'm so glad. We were worried you flaked out on us. No, wait a minute,
Anyway, we should probably go somewhere instead of standing and talking here, right? After doing a quick sweep of the area, and as some folks in the distance looking this way curiously, people are gonna start realizing she's the idol. No, you're right. Let's head back to the company HQ.
A good idea. This way. Wait. Oh no.
Welcome, Ojirimose to Tanegashima. When we arrive at Space Candy HQ, Mr. Candy takes the girl's hand firmly and shakes it up and down.
You're mistaken.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't touch an idol so willy-nilly. Let's see. How does it go again? I'm supposed to buy a CD and get a special ticket or something like this. It looks like the girl is completely overwhelmed by Mr. Candy's intensity.
Oh, come on, Mr. Candy. Look at her. She has no clue how to deal with you.
Sorry.
Anyway, Mr. President, we should probably...
Jintan points at the clock. Oh, that's right. We should have you get ready quickly.
Get ready.
Haven't you heard? There's an event as part of your introduction. By the way, where's your manager? Come to think of it, it's odd for an idol to come to Come to think of it, it's odd for an idol to come to an event like this all by herself. There must be someone accompanying her, but they're nowhere to be found. Anyway, we've already made the arrangements, so please get yourself ready.
Wait a minute. I don't know what you were...
Don't worry. Your costume has already arrived from Tokyo. Juna-chan, please show her.
Of course. We'll have you get changed at the event hall. Akira-chan, can you help us? Huh? Oh, sure.
Juntan and Akihotan take the girl away, leaving only us dudes behind. And what now? I guess we might as well go check out the show. There's already a huge crowd of people gathered at the idol's presentation stage. Huh? Subaru-kun? What? Standing right in front of us in the crowd is Subaru-kun. You here too, huh? For the idol? Don't make me laugh. I just came by to see what the fuss is all about. So there's an idol. I had no idea. Subaru-kun is so easy to read. In fact, if I look around, there's a lot of people here I've seen before. I didn't realize they were all interested in idols. Not that I'm any different. Hey, Subaru-kun, look over there. Is that who I think it is? There's a middle-aged, gruff-looking man standing on his tiptoes looking at the still empty stage. Dad? Subaru. Embarrassing. Dad, what are you doing here? I just came by to see what the fuss was all about. Huh. So it's an idol performance. I had no idea. They're having the same delivery too. It's perfect. Like father, like son. Dad. Like father, like son. For reals. And the crowd keeps growing bigger and bigger. All that's left is for the idol to make her debut on stage. But she's not coming out. It's already been 10 minutes past the scheduled start time, but the idol is nowhere to be found. I wonder if something went wrong. I'm gonna go see what's up. It wouldn't make sense for me to take the entire posse with me, so I decided to head to the back on my own, but... As one would expect, there are security guards blocking the entrance to the backstage area. Still, I'm able to catch some frantic voices from behind the curtain, as I try to get a look.
Hashida-san.
Juntan.
It's alright. He's with us.
Juntan finds me and invites me in backstage. Now I feel like a real member of the staff. As soon as I enter the area, I can finally hear the conversation clearly. It sounds like they're arguing. What's up?
Oh, Hashida-san. So she's... Like I said, you have the wrong person. It's a misunderstanding.
The idol from earlier is desperately pleading about something.
It's been like this for a while now.
So what's the misunderstanding?
私
I'm not an idol. I'm
私
I'm
私は
I'm Airi.
は
Huh?
Her words seemed to stop time for a second. Then,
Oh, come on. What are you saying all of a sudden?
everyone breaks into a smile.
Huh?
それ
So
じゃ
you knew
もし
all
かして
along?
皆さん気づいて当たり前じゃない
Of
ですか
course.
もう
Gosh,
みん
you
な
guys are
口が
so
悪いで
mean.
す
I was so
無理してじゃない
scared.
ですか
All the anxiety disappears from her face, leaving only relief. On the other hand,
Huh?
と
Nagiton and the rest of us all have question marks floating above our heads.
どういうことでしょ
So
う
what's going on? Huh?
ですから
Like I said, I'm Airi and
うん
yeah, you're
アイリ
Airi, right?
Ah, I see.
はい
Yes,
マジカルアカデミー
from Magical Academia.
はい
What?
ほら
See, it says that right here on the poster. Magical Academia's newest star, Airi, comes to Tanegashima.
種子島にてお披露目って
Huh?
偶然だよ
What
ね
a coincidence.
うちらの知って
We
る
know a
子
girl
に
with a similar
同じよ
name
うな名
too.
前の子がいるんだよ
No, I'm
だ
that.
からそれが
Oh no. Looks like the crowd is revolting. Heidi-san, please hurry on stage. Like I said, I'm not.
Jinton and Akitan pretty much shove Airi-tan out onto the stage. Oh dear. After being teased for so long, the audience instantly erupts to cheers. No, Hashida-san. She's finally out. When I return to the crowd, everyone is looking up at Airi-tan with their eyes wide open. So she's the idol. She has quite the physique. Uh-huh. Subita Cute remarks, his gaze fixed to the stage. Huh, so that's your type.
ああいう子がタイプなんだ
And Shio-kyun's eyes are also glued to the stage. No, I was just saying in general terms. What about you, Yashio-senpai? Well, I do think she's cute. I'm gonna tell Senomiya-senpai. I'm just saying in general. Aki-chan has nothing to do with this. The crowd starts buzzing again as we chat amongst ourselves. That's hardly surprising. Airi-tan, having made it out on stage, hasn't spoken a word since. She's just frozen on stage with a mic in hand. People are starting to wonder if she's some kind of doll. Meanwhile, I can't help but recall a similar situation at a world-renowned pop star's concert. But those thoughts of mine are wiped away by the growing murmur of the audience. For her, this is her first introduction, which means this is the first time she'll stand on stage in front of a crowd. Is she nervous? If anything, she looks hesitant. Eventually, the crowd's buzzing peaks. Airi-tan, who's been looking down all this time, finally looks up with a resolute expression on her face.
あの
I'm
私は
Then, she firmly grips the microphone in her hand and finally speaks.
私
I'm Airi from the magical world of Magical Academia. Nice to meet you, everyone.
皆さんよろしくお願いします
Ah, that was superb. Thanks to you, the festival's practically on fire. I know we could rely on an idol from the magical world. Great work. Despite the rough start, the event ended super well. Mr. Candy seems more than happy. On the other hand, Airi-tan is, well... She looks exhausted. Her whole body is drooping from her chair. Considering she had to put on a show immediately upon arriving without any time to rest, I totes gets it.
Idols sure are adorable. They really shine on the stage.
No. She seemed a little awkward, to be honest. But that's the good part. That awkwardness makes her look all the more pure. You said something that actually makes sense for once. Oh, you're catching on, Subaru-kyun.
Honey-san, I know you're tired, but excuse me. This...
Juton enters the room and hands her a piece of paper.
This is your schedule from tomorrow onward. My schedule? Yes, we're planning on having you make a bunch of appearances at various events during the festival. Ah, of course. You'll have an opportunity to sing on stage as well. Sing? I'm going to sing? Yes. We received a note from your manager saying that you would like to sing. Me? Sing?
Airi-tan sinks deeper into her chair, looking even more defeated.
I've arranged for a room at one of the new hotels that we was recently built. Airi-tan, what's wrong? Please, listen to me.
As soon as Airi-tan leans in to try and desperately plead with us about something. A cute little hiccup spills from her cute little mouth.
Are you alright? I'll go get you some water. No, I'm okay. I'm sorry, please excuse me.
Before she can even finish what she's saying, Airi-tan snatches the schedule of the hotel and the hotel keycard from Juton and dashes out of the room.
Huh? Airi-san, wait, I still have a lot to discuss. I wonder what's wrong with her.
So...
Who knows?
We have to go after her. How did it go on your end?
Nada. She wasn't over there. We helped Junton try and find Airi-tan, which is nowhere to be found on the festival grounds. I suppose you can summarize what's currently happening as mistaken identity shenanigans. Yeah, but that don't explain the current happenings. There's a lot to this game, man. It's confusing.
Huh? Where's Yashio-kun and Hidaka-kun?
Don't know. They're probably searching someplace else.
I see. Oh, Airi. Huh?
Prompted by Akitan's voice, we all look where she's pointing. But the person standing there isn't Airi-tan.
What's the matter, everyone?
It's Airi-tan, the one we're all familiar with.
Hey, Airi-chan, have you seen Airi-san? Huh? I'm right here. No, I meant the idol, Airi-san. She's supposed to be somewhere around here. No, I haven't seen her. Let me see. I wonder where she went.
I'm home.
Oh, welcome back.
遅かった
You're
です
home
ね
late.
ちょっといろいろ
Yeah,
あって
something
ね
came up. I kept searching for Airi, the Tokyo idol, but she was nowhere to be found.
そういえばアイ
Hey,
リちゃんも
weren't
来て
you
た
at the
んだね
festival
会社
too? We should have come
せっ
home
かくなら一緒に帰ればよ
together.
かったのに
すみません
I'm sorry.
いろいろ
I
と
had a
あ
lot
って
on my plate too.
I heard from Hashida-san that Airi was there, but by that time she had already gone home. Considering what happened this morning, could she be avoiding me? Oh dear.
それで
So,
どうでした
how were things?
No, maybe I'm overthinking it. Just still talking to me normally.
うん
Well, there were tons of
さすがに今日から本
people,
格的に
though I
祭り
guess
が
that's not
始まるとあって
surprising since the festival's in full swing
結構な人だったよ
now.
いえ
No,
そう
I
じゃな
meant,
くて
お
Hmm?
その
you met a
本
real
物の
idol,
アイドルに
right?
なったんですよね
ああ
Oh,
そういうこと
Airi must have heard from Hashida-san and others. It's not that I was trying to hide it from her or anything. I just felt weird about voluntarily talking about it, so I kept it to myself.
まあ
Yeah.
さすがにアイ
She
ドル
was
って
cute like
だ
you'd
けあって
expect of an
なかな
idol.
か可愛かったよ
Really?
Yeah. Mm-mm. Airi leans in so much that I'm a little overwhelmed by her energy.
どうしたの
What's
アイリ
up,
ちゃん
Airi-chan?
あのアイドル
I didn't think you'd be interested in the idol.
Well, we have similar names,
名前も似
so
てますし
plus
それに
idols are pretty
ちょっ
inspiring.
と憧れるなって
Huh.
アイリ
I
ちゃん
never
も
knew you
そんな
felt
風
like
に
that.
思ったりするんだ
Yes.
Talk about surprising.
じゃあさ
And then are you
将来
telling me you want to be an
アイド
idol
ル
in
に
the
なりたい
future?
って思ったりするんだ
No way. I could never be an idol.
そんなこと
Are
ない
you
んじ
sure
ゃ
about
ない
that?
ア
I
イリ
get
ちゃ
the
んだって
feeling that in a few
もう少
years
し
you'll be
大き
just
く
as
なれば
beautiful as
あれ
the
くらい
young
綺麗に
woman
なると
is.
思うけど
Do you really think so?
でしょうか
うん
Absolutely.
It's really nice of you to say that, Kaito-san.
嬉しいです
あ
どうかしました
Something wrong?
いや
It's
それ
nothing.
じゃあ俺ちょっと
Anyway,
部屋に
I'll be in my room for a little bit. So I guess I'm not Big Brother anymore. I hurried to remove myself from the situation because I didn't want her to notice that this was bothering me.
An idol, huh? This
悪
might
く
be
ないかも
fun.
I thought I heard Airi mutter something to herself behind me, but her voice didn't quite reach my ears.
うーん
After returning from the festival, something was bugging me, so I dove online. As a result,
やっ
I knew it.
そういう
Said that's
こと
what
か
it
ね
was. I arrive at a certain conclusion. Folks probably aren't gonna believe me, but it may be possible with that thing around. The fastest way to prove my point is to break that thing, but
まあ面白いし
this is kind of fun. So let's just see how things play out. After eating breakfast, I look at the clock. It's not even 9 in the morning yet. It's a little too early to head to the festival. I guess I'll get some studying in until then. Ah, yeah, the keys one. No one's used that, really. Jingle jingle. As I return to my room. Airi enters the living room with large luggage in tow.
あれ
Huh?
出かけるの
Are you going somewhere?
Yes, to the festival.
祭りへ
Without luggage?
それじゃ
Anyway, I'll see you later.
Airi-chan. But she darts out the house in a hurry before it can even stop her. Is she meeting someone there or something? on this hour. The food court isn't open, and there's nothing to see.
Oh, Yoshio-kun.
When I arrive at the festival, I bump into Juna by the entrance.
純ちゃん、何して
Jishan,
るの
what are you up to?
それが
Well,
アイリーさんを
I'm
待って
actually
るん
waiting
だけ
for
ど
Airi-san, but
こんなところで
Here?
うん、
yeah.
ホテル
I
まで
told
迎
her
え
we'd
に
pick her
行く
up
っ
at
て
the
言ったんだけ
hotel,
ど
but she insisted on
Toilet
coming here on her own.
ふん
Hmm.
芸
I
能
thought
人って
celebrities are
も
more
っとそういう
cautious
ところ
about
気に
things
するも
like
んだと
that,
思ってたけど
but I guess that's
そん
not
な人もいるん
everyone.
だ
自分はま
She
だ
said she
有名
wasn't
でも
worried
ないか
about
ら
people noticing
普通
her
に
because
歩い
she's
て
not
て
that
も
well
わから
known
ない
yet.
からって
She might be right. There are a lot of people here for the festival, too. But there's also a lot of buzz around her, so she'd stand out if she were walking around by herself. Well, I guess you can't force someone to do something they don't want to do. While we're talking, we see said idol on the other side of the street. She really is by herself.
おはようございます
Good morning.
おはようございます
Good morning.
あ
Oh, you're Yoshio Kaida-san, right?
でしたよね
Good morning.
おはようございます
Huh?
俺
You
の名前
remembered my
覚え
name?
てる
Yes, of
もちろん
course. I know it very
よく知ってい
well.
ますよ
I'm a little flattered.
それじゃあ
Anyway,
こんな
let's
と
head
こ
to
ろで立ち
HQ.
話もなん
No
です
point
の
in
で
standing around
ひとま
here.
ず本部の方へアイリーさんには本日
We'd like
一日
we'd like to
警察
have you
署長
act
を
as chief
務
of
めていただ
police
き
for
ます
the day. Okay, understood.
とは言っても
Having said that, all you need to do is change into the uniform, and after talking a little bit at a panel, you'll tour the island. You can think of it as a sightseeing day for the majority of it.
観光と思ってもらっても構いません観光
Sightseeing?
ですか
Yes, this is your first time on Tanegashima, right? There are a lot of other interesting things to see here other than the festival.
いろいろと面白いところがあるんですよ
I see. I'm looking forward to it.
です
So she says. But is it just me or does she not look so interested? I wouldn't be surprised if big city idols didn't care much for islands in the middle of nowhere.
ところで一つ
And by the way,
質問
can I
していい
ask you
かな
something?
Sure. What is it?
アイリーたち
What happened
は
to your manager
マネージャー
at
さん
Itan?
っていないん
No, I was curious about that too.
My manager?
ですか
Normally, wouldn't they be with you? Someone's a bit of a noob. How are you keeping in touch with them?
それは
Well, she said she'd do it all herself yesterday. Isn't that right?
そうですよねはい
Yes. My manager overlooks the entire group, so he can't spend all his time accompanying a newcomer like me.
わざわざ私みたいな新人についてくるわけには
Isn't the fact that she's a newcomer even more of a reason for him to be here? Not that I know jack about the idol industry, but if she says that's the case, she's probably right.
俺からも質問
Can I
して
also ask you a question? Everyone looks at me.
あのさ
Um,
なんで
what are you
橋田さ
doing
んが
here, Hashida-san?
え
When we arrived, Hashida-san was already here for some reason.
それはほら
You know, I just thought I'd be here in case you guys needed any help, since Jutan and the others seem really busy. And you just wanted to hang out with Idol, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that, though.
そういう
Why are you here, Kai?
俺は
I was just going with the flow.
なんていうか
Uh-huh. Going with the flow.
アキちゃん
What
こそ
about you,
なんで
Aki-chan? What are you doing here?
I was going with the flow too, you know? It's not like I'm curious about anything.
別に気になったからとかじゃないから。
She may not be famous yet, but she's still a performer. Am I even allowed to be hanging around her all willy-nilly? Just as the thought crosses my mind.
その
Since I don't know anybody here, it's rather comforting to be with all of you.
心強いです。
Says Airi-san, the star of the show. She must be uncomfortable doing things on her own without a manager around. It makes me a little worried too. And she's okay with it. Why not? So with that said,
well done, Airi-san. Good luck of us, the chief of police.
and so we were now supposed to accompany her from here on out. I guess this is just going with the flow. Also,
こんにちは。
Hello, my name is Airi from Magical Academia, and I'm going to be the chief of police for the day.
皆さん、
Listen up, everyone. There's been an increase in bank transfer scams.
役所や
Please be cautious of callers who claim to be public officials or police officers.
不審な電話
Make sure to consult someone if you receive a suspicious phone
相
call.
談してくださいね。
and schedule for the chief of police. It looks like her first job was to do a PSA about the relevant increase in crimes in the middle of the crowded festival grounds. I figured being the chief of police for the day meant riding around in a police car making PSAs, but I guess that comes later. God, this one is excruciating. A cop car would have an AC, so a normal person would want to get this over with quickly and move on to the next thing. But she never makes a single complaint, carrying out her duties with a smile on her face.
You,
もし辛かったら
let me know
言
if
って
things
くだ
get
さいね
rough for you.
すぐに
You could take a break
休憩しますので
anytime.
ありがとうございます
Thank you, but I'm still
でも
okay.
まだ平気です。
一日所長
I guess it's not easy being chief of police for the day.
私に
I wasn't sure if I was cut out for it, but thanks to you all, I'm managing it somehow.
俺たちは
We
何も
haven't done anything though.
そんなことは
And that's not
ありません
true. With you all around, I'm able to do this without getting too
私
nervous.
も緊張せずにいられますから。
まあ
Mom,
その
if that's
程
all
度
you
のことでよ
need.
ければ
We're glad to be of
力
help.
になるよ
Kai, you're blushing.
お
Hmm.
起きちゃう
Did you say something?
別に
Not a thing.
Nagiho looks away all mopey for some reason. Is she hungry? And anyway, is she okay hanging out with us? She said we're kept busy every day.
おいや
And by the way,
橋田さんはどこ
anyone know where Hashida-san went?
姿
I don't see him.
そういえば
No, you're right.
Eek.
When we turn in the direction of the sudden scream, we see Hashida-san standing behind Airi-san. Hashida-san, what were you...
It's so cold.
Huh?
暑いだろうと
I went and bought some ice cold drinks since it's hot out. Here. Here, I got enough for everyone. Hashida-san opens up a plastic bag, revealing multiple bottles inside. He had apparently taken one and pressed it against the back of Airi-san's neck. I totally thought he did something else.
Thank you for doing this.
僕気づく
No worries. I'm good at reading minds. By the way, you were about to say something earlier?
そうでした
Or
っけ
was I? Did you think I was doing something else to Airi-san? Not at all.
考えてないよ
I really was.
橋田さん
Hashida-san, thank you very... Huh?
Huh. Another scream. This time, Airi-san's skirt is on the verge of getting flipped up. Huh? Daru.
あ
Kai, what are you staring at?
Great, now's not the time.
ちょっと
Hey,
橋田さん
Hashida-san, what in the world are you thinking? Hey now, I'm right over here.
え
Huh?
それじゃ
Then...
イエーイ大成功
Naughty boy, indeed.
Yay, we did it. Hey, you're under arrest. Oh no, run away.
Little shits. After the children disperse like baby spiders, an awkward atmosphere sets over us.
Gosh.
Can't believe those kids played such a bold prank on her with so many real cops around. But, talk about childish underwear. Hello? Machida-san wears a look of disdain as he glares at me. That's on me for assuming Q is the one responsible.
Anyway, shall we get back to patrolling?
出ましょうか
Sure.
お願いします
Sounds good.
アイリーさんは
Lady-san,
どこか寄ってみたいと
is
こ
there
ろ
any
はあり
place
ます
you're
か
interested in visiting?
よければ
I can show you
少し
around
く
for
らい
a
は
little
案内
bit.
しますよ
This whole patrol thing is part of the event anyway. Since the island is so narrow, it's easy to hit most of the tourist spots just by doing a full lap. This whole thing has an element of sightseeing baked into it.
行きたいところ
Somewhere I like to
です
visit.
か
Let's see.
そうですね
Not in particular.
ないの
Really?
確かに
I know it's a
小さい
tiny
島かも
island
しれ
and
ない
all,
けど
but there are lots of cool places on
見るところたくさんある
Tanegashima.
よでも
But I'm familiar with most of it.
あれ
Huh?
でも
I thought this was your
種子
first time on
島に来るの初めてだよ
Tanegashima.
ね
Huh? Oh, yes, I already saw a bunch of things on the map app before coming here.
I don't know. I think there's a big difference between seeing photos online and seeing stuff in real life. But I guess some people just don't care. There's no point in us trying to force her.
あそうだ
Oh, I know.
名商店に
Can we stop by the
行ってもらってもいい
UDA
ですか
General Store?
慰霊
Seriously?
はい
Yes.
ちょうど
There's something
買い
I'd
たい
like
も
to
の
buy
が
there. Huh?
私
Did I say
何
something
かお
odd?
かしなこと言いましたか
Yes.
No, not at all. It's just...
慰霊商店なんて
We didn't think you knew about the UDA General Store.
あ
UDA General Store is a privately owned store located at the center of the island. It's not a chain convenience store, nor is it famous in any way.
もしかして
Did you say that online
それも
too?
ネットの情報
Yes,
そうなん
I
です
saw it online, so I wanted to check it out.
行ってみたいなってもしかして
Maybe it's because of that
アニメです
anime?
か
アニメ
Say what?
私も知らなかった
I
んだ
never
け
knew
ど
this either,
有
but I
名
heard
な
a similar store
アニメの
makes an appearance in
似
a
たような
popular
お店が
anime.
出てくるんだってそうなんです
Yes, I love that anime,
私大好きででも
but it's a
それって
completely
違う
different
お
store.
店ですよ
Oh, really? I guess I got confused.
勘違いしちゃったかな
Hmm.
うんそんなアニ
I
メ
didn't
が
know
あ
there
るん
was
だ
an
ね
anime like that.
ふーんって
For real, Aki-chan? I
アキちゃん
thought you were into
アニ
anime.
メ詳しいでしょ
だって
It's not a mecha anime, right? Case in point.
お疲れ様でした
Great work today.
一日
This concludes your job as chief of police for the
ここまでに
day.
なります
Thank you, everyone.
After making a lap around the island, Airi-san is finally relieved of her chief duties. She's back in her normal outfit. Having said that, it's already getting late.
We have about an hour of free time. If you'd like to go see the festival, I can show you around. How about it? Well, you might as well.
Suddenly, Airi-san held her mouth shut, her eyes wide open.
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. Excuse me for a sec.
Airi-san darts out of the room as if she's being chased. Once through the back of the building, it disappears.
Airi-san?
ど
And
う
I
したん
wonder
だ？
what happened.
Maybe she's feeling sick from the heat.
It's true that today has been hotter than the last few days. Maybe doing the rounds today wore her down?
If that's the case, she's in trouble. You have to go see how she's doing. Is something wrong?
Airi suddenly appears in front of us as we're about to chase after Airi-san.
Airi-chan, have you seen Airi-san? I'm right here. No, not you, Airi-chan. The idol. Airi-san. Oh, her. No, I haven't seen her. Okay, thanks.
じゃあ俺はステ
Anyway,
ージの
we'll
方
search around the
回すから
stage.
二
You
人
two
は
cover
別の
another
ところ
area. We each break off to search separate areas. Where did Airi-san go?
いってら
See you later. Nishio-kyun and the others went to go find Airi-tan. Didn't think Dad was interested too.
Real idols are super cute.
She felt different compared to a regular person.
You feel that too, I see.
You felt that way too, right?
Maybe I'll stay like this for a little bit longer. And she has the hotel keys, so she should be okay, right?
Then maybe I should go look her up at the hotel tomorrow.
Not like I'm at pick.
I mean, it's odd how she used to call me, but still, I'm not used to this. Please don't like your idols at their hotel rooms, please. Only Airi-tan and I are left.
Aren't you gonna go with them?
Well, I'm more of an intellectual type. I don't like moving around much.
体動かすの苦手なんだよね
I see.
Of course, that's not the only reason.
にしてもさ
Man, being an idol must be hard, right, Airi-tan?
でしょアイリータン
Absolutely. But it's actually fun when you get into it.
ですよ
I know, right?
Yes.
うん
Sounds like she finally realized the gravity of what she was saying. Airi-tan looks up at me with her mouth open.
やっぱ
I knew it.
How did you know?
この僕
You can't fool me. I'm actually familiar with this sort of
これでもこの手
phenomenon.
の現象についてはそれな
He
りに
would.
詳しいわけで
This is exactly what I thought it was. When I researched ID online, I rarely found any information. But I caught whiff of some rumors about her after searching through @channel and asking my idol otaku friends. It turns out that Airi, who was supposed to make her debut, got knocked up by her manager and both of them disappeared. Ah. If this rumor is correct, it makes sense that there's no information regarding the real Airi. It probably all got taken down, erased from history. This would also explain why Noah can get a hold of her manager. So then, who's this Airi-tan that we've all come to know? The answer is within arm's reach. electromagnetic wave radiation equipment,
それにしても
but still. I collapsed to my hands and knees.
まさ
How
か
could this be?
I'm sorry. I never meant to deceive you. It was just so hard to refuse. No matter how hard I tried.
そんなこと
I don't care about that.
せっかく
Our legal lollies become an adult. How could this have happened?
大人になってしまうなんてそんなの
I'm
そんな
tired.
の台無しじゃんか
Huh?
アイリちゃん
Airi-tan, you're one of the world's rarest, no, the one and only legal lolly.
I'm sorry.
すみません。
Airi-tan, though flustered, apologizes for some reason. She probably doesn't understand why she's apologizing either.
Anyway, I'll tell everyone that I'm actually Airi's son when they get back.
ということは皆さんが戻ってきたら正直にお話ししますから。
え
Oh,
なんで
why?
Excuse me?
Airi-tan's expression goes blank. Was what I said so surprising?
別に話さ
You don't
な
need
く
to
ても
tell
よく
them,
ね
do you?
But
でも
I feel bad if I continue to deceive them like this.
申し訳ないですし。
でも島の
But the islanders are having fun, aren't they? While acting as chief of police for the day, all kinds of folks spoke to her. Old, young, men, women. They may not have been familiar with what she was doing, but they were happy just to come in contact with an idol girl from Tokyo on a campaign tour.
それは
And that's true, but
だったら
In that case, I don't think this is the best time to pull the
あんまりいい
plug.
ことだとも思えないわけだが
そう
are you
な
sure?
んでしょうか。
Plus, the device in question is probably malfunctioning. I'm thinking that the power supply and output mechanism of the device are still wonky. In that which case, if we want to resolve this phenomenon, we may need to destroy it. I, for one, would like to avoid doing that.
よし決まった
I know, from today onward, I'll become Airi-tan's producer.
アイドルとしてプロデュースしてあげるを
You gonna be my producer, Hashida-san?
まだ祭り
There's still about a week left of the festival, right? It'll be too much for you to do everything on your own. Plus, you have to fool everyone. So I'll back you up. What do you say? Not a bad idea, is it?
悪い話じゃないっしょ
But I'd feel bad making you do so much.
ここまでしてもらうわけにも。
いいっていい
It's fine, just leave it to me. I won't ruin your reputation.
悪いようにはしないから
Huh? What's with her worried look? Normally this is where she'd respond by talking about how reliable I am. But on the contrary, Airi-tan ends up thinking silently to herself for a good 10 seconds or so. It's at this precise moment that a mother and her small child walk past us.
Airi-chan was so cute.
可愛かったね。
そうね。
She sure was.
私も大きく
When
な
I
った
grow
ら
up, I wanna be an idol like Airi-chan.
アイドルになる。
As soon as she overhears their conversation, Airi-tan seems to make up her mind.
わかりました。
Alright.
じゃ
So can you look after me for the rest of the festival?
お願いしてもいいですか。
Okie dokie. You can call me Mr. Producer from now on.
プロデューサーさんと呼んでくれていいのだぜ
Okay,
わかりました。
Mr. Producer.
プロデューサーさん。
And so was the birth of idol producer Hashida Yutaru. After Airi-tan and I form our pact, Yoshio-kyun and the others finally come back. Any luck finding Airi-san?
いえ、
Nowhere to be found.
結構
You looked all over the
あちこち探し回ったんだ
place.
けどな。
I'm sure you did.
何か
I hope she didn't get involved in some accident.
If that's the case, there'd be a commotion by now, so I'm sure she's fine.
Huh? What happened to Airi-chan? Did she disappear somewhere again?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Airi appears instead of Airi-tan.
アイリーさん
Airi-san, where have you been?
We were so worried about you. I'm sorry. I got lost after going to the bathroom.
There's no reason anyone would get lost between here and the bathroom. Yoshio and Aki-tan shared confused looks as Airi-tan bows her head repeatedly.
Are you sure you just got lost? You didn't get mobbed by anyone or anything, did you? No, I'm okay. I see. I'm just glad to hear nothing major happened.
More importantly, Airi-tan, you should get going to your next event.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Both Yoshio and Aki-tan look like they ate something rotten as they watch her back and forth.
ちょっと待って
Hold up. Why are you telling her what to do? Oh, I'm so sorry for the delayed introduction. My name is Hashida Itaru, and I'll be taking over as Airi-tan's producer and manager for the rest of the festival. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Producer.
And manager?
Anyway, if you have any business with her, you gotta put it through me first. Thanks.
Please and thank you. When did this happen?
Come on, Airi-tan, let's go.
Sure. What the heck is going on?
さ
Beats me.
あやれやれ
What a turn of events. Never thought Hashida-san would become Mighty-san's producer and manager. I guess they made a deal while we were gone, but... were we even gone for that long? I mean, it must be true since Mighty-san confirmed it. I guess we just have to accept it as the truth. That aside, Hashida-san has really good communication skills. He can get along with almost anybody. I should probably learn more from him. As long as I don't start to actually act like him. Huh? I hear some commotion from the room next door. It's not just noise, there's music too. Wait, I recognize this music from somewhere. Where's it from? Oh, it's a song from Mighty-san's idol group, Magical Academia. Look, I only know it because I did a little bit of research. I walk over to the room to check it out, and after lightly knocking on the door, it opens slowly without making a sound. I guess she didn't shut it all the way. I didn't mean to peek inside. The activities going on within naturally enter my light of sight.
So it's like this, and then turn.
Airi's eyes are glued to her Pokécom screen while she hops around and about. Looks like she's trying to learn a dance by watching a video. But why? Perhaps feeling my presence, Airi turns around and raises a startled voice.
Kikaida-san?
Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. When I knocked on the door, it just opened on its own. It was a total accident, I swear.
Then you should have said something.
And you were so into it, I didn't want to disturb you. I walk over to her and look at the Pokécom to find exactly what I'd expected. A Magical Academia music video. Airi notices me looking and hurriedly turns the screen off.
After seeing Airi-san perform, I felt inspired.
あれ
What? You saw her perform?
見たの
Yes, today. Just a little bit. So I wanted to try it for myself.
へえ
Huh?
アイリ
I
ちゃ
never
ん
knew
で
you
も
were
そんな
into this
風に
kind
思
of
ったり
thing.
するんだ
Yes, is that a problem?
いや
No,
いいんじゃない
not at all.
女
I
の
think
子
most girls
そう
are
いうも
like
んだって
this.
思うし俺のそばに
The
はアキ
girl
ち
I
ゃんし
knew
かいな
growing
かっ
up
た
was
から
Aki-chan,
そういうの
so
って
this
い
is
い
a
なっ
nice
て
change
思
of
うよ
pace for me.
そう
I
ですか。
see. I'm glad.
よかったです。
As soon as I get back to my room, I begin to hear lively music and footsteps again from next door. She's already dancing again.
それにしても
Airi-chan of all
アイリ
people,
ちゃんがアイド
inspired
ル
by
に
an idol,
憧れ
huh?
るなんてね
On that day, the sounds of Airi's footsteps rang late into the night.
どうで
How
しょう。
was it?
Let's see. Try saying it again.
わかりました。
Okay.
Oh
いらっ
boy.
しゃいませ。
Welcome,
ご主人
Master.
様。
That's welcome home, noob.
あ、そう
Oh,
ですか。
right. Okay,
それじゃあ
one more time.
もう一回。お帰りなさい
Welcome
ませ。
home,
ご主
Master.
人様。
Airi-tan, aka adult Airi-tan's first job with me, as her manager is to be a celebrity maid at a maid cafe. I heard this place creates long lines on a regular basis, but because Airi-tan is working here today, there's already a 1-hour wait time. The place hasn't even opened up yet. And as a special instructor, I brought in Frau-tan today. I'll have you know, I'm strict without discrimination. Prepare yourself.
Understood, Master.
ご主人様。
You're supposed to say Madam, SMH.
Understood, Madam.
お嬢様。
And you should always say yes before you say anything.
Yes, understood, Madam.
お嬢様。
You shall grow to hate my strict instructions, but your hatred will propel you to becoming a top-notch maid, KK.
Yes, Madam.
Is this really maid training? No. Show me what you've learned so far, Blocks. Bring the spoon.
Yes, Madam.
Look me in the eyes while you mix.
Yes, pardon me, Madam.
お嬢様。
Airi-tan, as instructed, kneels in place and starts mixing Frau-tan's cafe au lait while staring into her eyes.
なぜ
Mixy mix.
Ugh,
Mixy mix mix. How was that, Madam?
お嬢様。
I surrender. Oh boy.
Huh?
As of today, you have officially become a bona fide maid.
Yes, thank you, Madam.
ございます。お嬢様。
I don't know what purpose that training served, but
お帰りなさいませ。
Welcome home, Master.
Excuse me, can we place our order?
Yes, I'll be right there.
Oh man, I just talked to Airi-san. This is really impressive. They're doing much better than I anticipated.
So this is why no one was coming to our restaurant. This place yanked all our customers.
Ah, you guys came. Yes, we were just stopping by. So he says, but judging by the way he's standing in line, he definitely came in here on purpose. The line got even longer once the store opened, so it would have taken him more than an hour to get in had he lined up normally. Hey there.
I'm so glad you're all here.
Yes, we're just stopping by. You said the same thing a second ago, Subaru. Who cares? It's the truth.
The truth, huh? Oh, oops. Welcome home, masters. Madam.
ご主人様、お嬢様。
Airi-san suddenly seems to remember something, switches gears and bows respectfully. Yoshio-kyun and the others look at her dumbfounded.
What? Did I do something wrong?
Oh, no, it's just that this is a first for us.
こういうとこ初めてだから。
なんか
It's kind of embarrassing.
Very good.
Excuse me?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. Looks like they are completely enamored by Airi-tan the maid.
では
Let me mix this for you.
いただきますね。
Mixy mix.
Yes,
失礼
pardon
し
me.
ますね。
Mixy mix.
まずまず。
Mixy mix. There you are. Enjoy.
召し上がれ。
Is something wrong, master?
ご主人様。
Very good.
Huh?
No, I mean, thank you. It's been like this for a while now. However, one person has been observing this with dissatisfaction. Just too perfect. The evil instructor known as Frautan has been watching Airi-tan's maid work closely. She mutters to herself with a grim expression on her face.
Why? What's wrong with being perfect?
She should show up her clumsy side more. Maybe Frautan is right. A maid that performs everything perfectly might not have the spice one needs to with respect to moe. One can induce moe by displaying a gap in personality via occasional clumsiness. This is a special kind of charm that induces gap moe. Without any charm, a maid only looks professional. Though I personally wouldn't mind that either. Is this how this works? I have no idea. As soon as the two of them tilt their heads, there's an adorable scream from nearby, and everyone immediately looks over. Oh,
Oh gosh, I've done it. It's so cold.
Airi-tan is sitting there, soaking wet, with a flipped over water pitcher. How could this be? How in the world does she flip that pitcher? Water's dripping down from her head. Not only that, her drenched maid outfit is perfectly see-through, not only exposing her soft white skin, but even her vividly pink underwear. Okay.
I'm so sorry. I can be so clumsy.
I'm pretty sure I can hear everyone's hearts racing as Airi-tan lowers her shoulders in defeat. So this is the gap. I understand now.
Hey Kai, what are you staring at? Oh gosh.
Airi, what a monster. There's no way she hasn't gained more fans.
Thank you for your services today. Our sales skyrocketed thanks to you. No. I'm happy to have been of help. By the way, it's nothing much.
but here's the token of our appreciation. After the cafe closes up, the owner respectfully hands Airi-tan an envelope.
Oh, I can take this. It's my job.
You helped us out a lot today. It's alright. Please accept it.
But...
She's about to say something. Airi-tan holds her mouth with a surprised look on her face. I know what this is. It's a sign.
Excuse me.
She runs like the wind without giving anybody a chance to stop her.
She's gone.
Wow, what a modest person. She's an angel. The story of this little episode would find itself exaggerated and spread throughout, skyrocketing Airi-tan's popularity as a humble idol by the next day. Airi-tan, who returned back to normal after a hard day's work, chuckles to herself. What's up? You seem pretty happy.
Well, it was just fun being a maid today.
The cafe was absolutely packed, and as far as I could tell, she looked crazy busy. Not a lot of people would look back and say they had fun after that kind of a work day. But I feel like Airi-tan's smile is genuine.
When I was initially mistaken for an idol, I really didn't know what to do, but now I'm able to experience so many things. It's very fulfilling.
At that moment, I could sense a hint of loneliness on her face, just for a second. It was the same expression she displayed when she saw her former classmate at the festival. Yukifune Airi was fooled into thinking she had a fatal disease since birth, costing her normal life. It could very well be that the experiences over the last few days have been precious ones for her. And I mean, that's kinda why I decided to be her manager and all. Yep. Well, whatever you end up doing in the future, I'm sure this will be a good learning experience.
You're right.
She giggles and then whispers to herself. Ugh.
In the future, huh?
The sounds of the crashing waves prevented her words from reaching my ears.
Kaido-san.
After studying and getting out of the bath, I run into Airi as she's exiting her room. The thin layer of sweat on her face makes it apparent that she must have been watching a dancing to idol videos again. I never thought Airi of all people would get so hooked on that stuff. I went ahead and took a bath. Why don't you take one too?
Yes, thank you very much.
Airi nods and heads back to her room to grab a change of clothes, but on her way she stops and turns around as she remembers something.
By the way, you saw Airi-san today, right? The idol?
How did you know?
I heard from Hashida-san.
It's got a big mouth.
What do you think of her?
What do you mean?
I mean, you know, she's an idol, right? Do you think she's cute?
I mean, sure, yeah. I think she's cute. She's smart, well behaved. Oh, but that's just as an idol. I probably won't have a lot of opportunities to talk to someone like her in person from now on.
I see.
For some reason, Airi nods her head in satisfaction.
I see. Cool.
Airi-chan?
Anyway, I'm off to take a bath.
Weird. Good, very good. Let's try smiling more energetically.
Energetically. Like this?
Cute. Today on the schedule is Airi-tan's swimsuit photo shoot. This area is known as Hamada Swimming Beach. Some people come here for windsurfing. However, there aren't a lot of people here today, probably because everyone is over at the festival. At the end of the shimmering white beach, I could see a natural cave known as the Chikura no Iwaya. With such exquisite scenery in the background, Airi-tan's smile is under the radiant sunlight. Her healthy figure, which wasn't very apparent over the clothes she wore, glows brightly. I hear that the photographs taken here are supposed to be used for Tanegashima's tourist brochures too. Nice. Okay, let's grab the beach ball.
Okay.
The cameraman seems to be enjoying having Airi-tan as a model. Anybody would fall for that smile. Yeah, anybody. So, what are you two doing here? We just happened to be passing by. That's right. This is just a coincidence. That's all. This isn't the sort of place you just coincidentally end up at. Jerks. They were acting all judgmental with me. Now look at them. But I suppose this just means they're healthy growing boys.
Coincidence, huh? Are you sure about that?
I turned around toward the stern voice to find Aki-tan and Ai-tan walking down to the beach toward us.
Long time no see, Hashida-san. You seem busy these days. You're Airi-san's manager now, right?
Yep, but only while she's here.
Airi-san must feel reassured with you around, Hashida-san.
Ai-tan's brisk smile seemingly ignores the intense heat. And quite frankly, I still find myself wondering why you seem to hold Hashida-san in such high regard.
Hashida-san is quite the gentleman.
Gentleman, huh? He sure doesn't look like one.
I don't know if you have any right to say that right now, Kai.
Aki-tan remarks without looking over at Yoshio-kyun. Her cheeks puffed out. What's that supposed to mean?
Who knows? Why don't you think for yourself?
Damn. Did you have a fight with Senomiya-senpai? No, it's not that I remember. As long as they can't see the reason, those two will forever be children. The photo shoot comes to an end as we converse amongst ourselves. The cameraman is nodding in satisfaction with reddened cheeks. Alright, I think that's a wrap. Oh, I got so many good photos.
Thank you so much.
I hope I can shoot with you again sometime. Ever consider releasing a photo album?
Well, we'll see.
After fighting away the cameraman's persistent pitch, Airi-tan finally has a chance to breathe. She then spots us and walks over. You know what? I should check Twips. Nope. Sorry, Dad. I think I just opened a new door. When you gaze long into the abyss gazes also into you.
Today was slow. All the customers went to the maid cafe. When it's slow, time barely moves. I feel like being busier matches my personality. I'm sorry. What? Why? Ah, nothing. I wanted to visit today, but I couldn't. Oh, don't worry about it. No problem. Ah,
Airi-tan is amazing. Even a straighty like me is falling. Let me breathe her plucks. I don't think you're straight, Frau.
Kaito-san. And Tsuburi-san too.
Hey there. I never imagined that Airi-san would remember my name. Airi-tan chugs the entire bottle of water I handed her. The water that spills out of her mouth streams down her healthy skin. Airi-tan, I can see you turning out to be quite the little devil in the future. But now, we have some free time. Do you want to go swim?
That actually sounds good.
I'm such an idiot. I should have brought swim shorts.
Subaru, did you say something?
No, nothing. Airi-tan, if you're gonna go for a swim, you should put some more sunscreen on.
Oh, you're right.
Ultraviolet rays are the enemies of all girlies, not just idols. She replaces the water bottle in her hand with the bottle of sunscreen, then turns around with a devilish smile on her face.
Kaida-san, would you mind putting some sunscreen on me?
What? No way! Ah, so she's playing that card.
Or do you not want to?
No, it's nothing like that. I just, figure her to be crossing the line.
How so?
I mean, you know. Nishio-kyun shoots his gaze toward me, silently pleading for help. Ha, it's completely in the palm of Airi-tan's hand. Look, Lucky-tan's staring at you with a scary face.
I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
Oh dear. Airi-tan hiccups in the middle of her sentence. Oh boy.
I'm sorry. Pardon me.
At least she has a little bit of a buffer between hiccuping and transforming. Huh? What? To everyone's surprise, Airi-tan disappears into the cavern. There's no mistaking it. That was the tongue. But wait a minute. Airi-tan is wearing a bikini that was prepared for today's photo shoot. Which means... I'm gonna go check on her real quick. I say to everyone and hurry to the cavern that Airi-tan ran into. I'm pretty sure she went this way. I peek into the cavern and find it larger than I had expected. It almost looks like the blue sky is spreading throughout the darkness. And in the depths. There she is, hiding in a location where you can just barely cover her body. Yeah... Ugh. Airi-tan hears my footsteps and looks up from the stone formation she's hiding behind. As I imagine, the bikini she had on is way too big for her current size and is nearly falling off. I don't think nearly is quite right. It is falling off.
But please don't look.
It's okay, I'm not looking. I hurriedly averted my gaze. Real gentlemen respect girlies at times like this. Well, the mental image from a second ago has already been burned into my brain, but let's just consider that an inevitability.
What do I do now? I can't go back to the car like this.
It's true that her change of clothes is inside my car. In order for me to go back there, I'll have to pass by everyone again. I'd have to leave her all alone. She'd be totally helpless. Guess I've got no choice. Here we go. I quickly strip my shirt off and hand it to her.
Huh?
Wear this for now. It's big so you can cover your whole body.
But
It's summer and we're at the beach, so it shouldn't be too weird.
are you sure about this?
Believe me, I'm more than happy for you to wear my shirt, Airi-tan. Oh, but it might smell a little sweaty, so do forgive me. It is cute that Airi's dad instincts kick in.
Well, Hashira-san. But thank you. Really.
Ari-chan flashes me a bright smile as she reaches out for my t-shirt. And at the same time...
Oh, there you are, Hashida-san. Did Airi-san come this...
Uh-oh.
うー
What the?
Nakitan and Naya-san run over to us with pale expressions on their faces.
Hashida-san, what are you...
Think about this. Aritan's bikini is falling off of her. I'm half naked. What would go through someone's mind seeing this situation?
What did you do to Airi-chan?
No, it's not what you think.
I was wrong about you. I thought you were still a gentleman, even if you were a little perverted.
Like I said, it's not what you think.
Jeez. Why didn't you tell us sooner?
I told you multiple times, but you didn't believe me.
I already said that I'm sorry about that. Besides, it's only natural to think that way if you saw something like that.
I can't believe even you doubted me, Naitan, let alone Aki-tan.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't help it.
And that's the problem. Nakitan and Naitan's shoulders droop apologetically. After they spotted us, Airi-tan convinced them it was all a misunderstanding. Otherwise, I'd still be in hot water. Hell, worst case scenario, I could have ended up in handcuffs. False accusations be damned. But I don't think you were here too, Airi-chan. Ah.
Well, I was a little curious about the photo shoot too.
If that's the case, you should have told me.
I was a little embarrassed to ask.
We managed to concoct a pretense as to why Airi-tan was there to begin with, and that she had just bought a bikini that didn't fit her well. I see. Crisis averted. But how could Airi-san just leave without saying anything? She says she just remembered being late to some engagement. Engagement in Tanegashima? I wonder what it is. Who knows? I don't know anything about her private life.
Girls have a lot on their plate, Kai. You wouldn't understand.
But you do, Aki-chan? Yes.
Of course I do. I'm a girl too, if you didn't know.
Then why did Airi-san leave?
That's, you know, stuff.
As Aki-tan looks in a random direction, Yoshio-kid watches her, confused. Must be hard being a girl with a thick-headed dude hanging around. And by the way, are you going to see the event the day after tomorrow, Airi-chan? Event? Airi-san's stage event. They told me you didn't know about this, Hashida-san. Aren't you her manager? Oh, yeah, the stage event. Of course I'm aware. Are you kidding me? That was close. I forgot all about it. God damn it. Airi's first solo stage event. That's supposed to be her main event. That's right, it's happening in 2 days. I slowly whisper into Airi-tan's ear. Are you going to be okay? You're going to be dancing.
I'm practicing.
Her tone lacks confidence, contrary to her response. Is she really going to be okay? But I guess I can't really do anything about this situation. So, are you going or not?
Oh, I'd like to go, but...
What, do you have other plans?
No, it's nothing like that. And then you should come. What do you say? Well,
You can't possibly say she can't go because she'll be on stage.
I can't wait. I'm so excited to see Airi-san's stage-up performance. Yes.
Oh, that's right. When Airi-tan turns into Airi, she always gets the hiccups. It seems like the hiccups are triggering it, but it's actually the other way around. It'd be more natural to conclude that a certain frequency of electromagnetic wave is triggering the hiccups. How did I not notice something as simple as this? I must be going crazy. But right now, more importantly, it's weakening. According to the Gauss meter I bought online the other day, the magnetic waves are getting weaker and weaker by the day. It was cheap, so I have some doubts about its functionality, but I don't think there's any mistake in the decline. I don't know enough about how the electromagnetic wave device is built to make any fixes, plus I don't have any tools with me, which makes things that much harder. Judging by the rate of decline, this is only gonna last for another 3 days or so. Hopefully things will hold out until the main event. Hopefully. Oh boy.
The electromagnetic waves are weakening?
Yep, I don't have any specialized tools with me. It's probably difficult to procure parts to repair it on this island.
I see.
When I deliver the honest truth, Airi-tan responds with that much trepidation. That is how you pronounce that word, right? Does she not have any attachment to this current situation?
So, what happens when the signal gets weaker?
I was mistaken. She just doesn't understand what's going on. Basically, you won't be able to maintain that appearance much longer.
Eh?
Yep, just like I thought.
But I have an event tomorrow.
It's okay. It should hold out through tomorrow, hopefully.
I see.
But I don't know if it will last through the day after tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's cute. It has little bunny ears. So the next item on the schedule has you acting as a guest judge at the local food festival.
Yes.
Oh, before that, we have to fix your makeup. As for the makeup artist.
I can take care of that on my own. I'll be right back.
Okay. Airi-tan seemed a little disappointed after I told her about her limited time left as Airi. But as soon as work started, her expression changed. Now she's smiling as brightly as always, making others around her smile while doing so. She has grown as an idol over the past few days. The fact that she can now do her own makeup is proof of such growth. At first she stumbled over her words when responding to interview questions, but now she's able to organize her comments in her head beforehand to deliver them smoothly and professionally. She has grown so much as an idol in such a short time. If Airi is truly what Airi-tan will look like in the future, it may make perfect sense for her to continue pursuing an idol career. She'd undoubtedly be successful. As someone who spent many years in the holy land known as Akiba, I know all too well. While those thoughts run through my head, Airi-tan returns with full makeup on.
Thank you for waiting.
It's a little early, but let's head over to the festival grounds.
Yes.
Our next stop is the food court. As they walk ahead of Airi-tan, some children run past us.
お兄ちゃん
Wait up, big brother.
ほら
If you don't hurry up, I'm leaving you behind.
Wait.
Seems like they're siblings. They pass by us and
Eek.
the girl falls over. Damn, a crying child now.
何やってん
And
だ
what
よ
are you doing? The boy says as he hurries over. The girl who fell over sits in place, sobbing.
気をつけろ
I told you to be careful, didn't I?
But you were too...
お兄ちゃんだ
The girl's knees are scraped and bleeding a little. The little sister continues to cry, showing no signs of standing back up. The older brother can't do much but squat down and pat her on the head. But then, someone runs over to them.
大丈夫
Are you alright?
Airi-tan squats down beside them and peeks into the girl's face. The girl stops crying for a moment after seeing the random woman in her face, but soon resumes the waterworks. Stop crying.
しょうがない
I
です
know, I know. It really hurts, doesn't it?
Airi-tan gently pats the girl on her head while speaking to her in a calm, soothing tone. The girl's crying grows softer.
向こうにお医者
There's
さ
a
んがい
doctor
ます
over
から
there. I can go with you. Can you walk?
歩けますか
The girl shakes her head sideways. I guess it's my turn, but just as I try to step in,
ほら
here. The brother squats down with his back turned to his little sister, a sullen look on his face. He's offering her a piggyback ride.
偉いです
Aren't you a good brother?
別に
Not really.
ほら
Come on,
早く
get
乗れよ
on. The girl climbs onto her brother's back without saying a word and finally stops crying.
あれ
Looks like the doctor isn't here. When we arrive at the first aid booth set up at HQ, the doctor on duty is nowhere to be found. Beside the tent is a sign that reads, "Will return shortly." Maybe they're using the bathroom.
どうする
What now?
そうですね
Let's see. Alright. This is going to stink just a little bit.
我慢してくださいね
In the end, Airi-tan decided to treat the girl's wound herself, since we didn't know when the doctor would be back.
There.
もう
You're all
大丈夫
fine.
ですよ
I'll just put on this
あとは
bandage
絆
and...
創膏を
There.
貼って
all finished.
終わりましたよどうですか
How do you feel?
もう痛く
It
ないでしょ
doesn't hurt anymore, does it? Yep.
これからは
Just be
気をつけて
careful from
くだ
now
さい
on.
ね
You shouldn't run
会場
around
で
too
あんま
much
り
at the
走っちゃ
festival,
ダメで
okay?
すよ
Okay, I won't.
お兄ちゃんも
Hey,
ち
big
ゃんと
brother.
妹さん
Make
の
sure you
こと
look out for your little
守ってあ
sister,
げてください
okay?
Yep.
お姉ちゃん
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
バイバイバイ
Bye bye.
Airi-tan waves slightly at the fully recovered little girl. She looks like a proper adult woman.
にしても
I was surprised. He seemed really used to doing stuff like that.
昔から
It's because I spent a
病院
lot
に
of
も
time in the
お世話になってまし
hospital.
たから
No, that's right. I nearly forgot while watching her over the past few days that she had been told she had an incurable disease since birth. She was probably in the hospital for a while after waking up from Kimijimiko's cold sleep device. I guess this is why she's familiar with how nurses behave and what they do to make the patient feel safe and comfortable.
でも
I was always the
今ま
one
ではずっと
receiving the care,
看護
so
され
this
る
was
側で
actually my
したから
first time treating someone
こうして
else.
誰かの
I was
手
a
当てを
bit
するのは
nervous.
初めてのことでちょっと緊張しました
そう
Really?
安心して
I
見てられ
wasn't
た
worried
けど
one bit while watching.
むしろ
In
感心
fact,
し
I
た
was
くらい
impressed.
あの
Those
兄
kids
弟
were being
だって
really
おと
calm
なしくしてた
too.
しさそれに処置
And you
して
look
る
somewhat
間
happy while you were
アイリタンも
treating
なんか
them,
嬉しそうに見
Airi-tan.
えたお
確かに
Now that you mention
言
it,
われてみれば
I guess you're right.
嬉しい
Happy might not be
とい
the
うの
right
とは
word,
少し
but I
違う
did
気
feel
がしますけど
fulfilled in a way.
なんだか
案外向いてるんじゃね
Maybe you're cut out to be a nurse. That could be
将来
something to
目指して
pursue
み
in
て
the
もいいか
future.
も。
将来
My future.
Airi-tan looks down with a sad expression. Oh yeah. She did say she never really thought about the future until now. Every child imagines themselves becoming something in the future, like a soccer player or a cake shop owner, however unrealistic they may be. But she grew up convinced that she had no future. The normal experiences, the normal feelings, thoughts. She didn't have any of that growing up.
アイリタン
Airi-tan.
Come on,
橋田さん
Hashida-san.
ったら
Turn your
そん
phone
な顔し
upside
ないで
down.
ください
I'm not getting depressed or
別に
anything.
私落ち込んでるわけじゃありませんから
There's not a tinge of sorrow in her face when she speaks to me.
これまでの
It
私
just
に
means
とって
that
は
was the case until
それが
recently.
普通だったというだけですでもこれ
But
か
I
らは
realized
違
over
う
the
って
past few days
この
that
数
things
日
are
で
different
ようや
now.
く気づいたんで
And
す
part
よ
of that is thanks to you, Hashida-san.
橋田さんのおかげでもあるんです
僕の
Me?
はい
Yes. If it were up to me
私だけ
alone,
じゃ
I probably would have
途中で
revealed the
事情
truth
を
at some
全て
point and
話し
ended
て
it all.
終わってました橋田さん
But
が
because you were
こ
willing
うし
to
て
help
私
me,
に協
I
力
was
して
able
く
to
れたから
experience so many
いろんな
things.
経験ができたんです橋田さんが
If it wasn't for
手伝
you,
ってくれたら
Hashida-san, I would have never discovered so
いろん
many
な可能性があるって
possibilities.
分かったんですよさっき
I
の
mean,
ことだって
even just now,
私の
even
小
with
さ
these
な
small
手でも
hands of mine,
誰
I
か
could
の
be
役
of
に
use
立
to
てるかもしれ
someone.
ない
I was able to
今
realize
日と
that
いう
because
日
of
があっ
today.
たからこそ私は気づくことができたんです
Not gonna lie, Airi is literally so pretty. You mean in the most lesbian way possible. Okay. Airi-tan. No. Airi-tan's cheeks redden a little as she gently smiles. What a truly wonderful child. I hope my daughter grows up to be like her.
そっか
I see.
そんじゃ
In
今の
that
うちにや
case,
りたい
you
こと
should do whatever you
まあ
want to do while you still
やっておいた方がいいね
can.
やりたいこ
What I
と
want to do?
Airi-tan whispers and thinks to herself. What do girls her age want to do? Suddenly, my watch's alarm goes off, interrupting this precious moment. It's already time for the next event.
いけね
Uh-oh, we gotta run,
アイ
Airi-tan.
リタン
Okay.
さてと
Now then.
Ah, Kaida-san.
As I wander around trying to find a place to study, Airi-san comes running over.
さっきのイベント
You were watching the
見てて
event
くれました
earlier,
よ
weren't
ね
you? I could see you from on
カイト
stage.
さんの姿見えました
Just a minute ago, she was on stage as a guest judge for a speed eating contest. I was watching from the back of the crowd. I didn't think she'd spot me from up there.
まあ
Well,
た
I
また
just
ま
happened to
通
be
りがかって
walking
ね
by.
本当にたまた
Are
ま
you
で
sure
す
about
か
that?
I can't help but look away as Airi-san sneaks a peek at my face. Now that I think about it, the fact that an idol like her is talking so casual to me like this is kind of a big deal, isn't it? I try to keep my thoughts tucked away as much as possible in order to maintain my cool.
それより今
Are
は
you on break right now?
橋
Where's
田さんは
Hashida-san?
イベントのスタッフ
I was
さん
having a
と打ち
meeting
合わ
with
せ
the
で
event coordinators.
私は
I have a
次の
little
イベ
free
ント
time
まで
until
しば
my
らく
next
時間
job,
があるので
so I was wondering
ど
what
う
to
しようか
do.
なって一人でじっと
It'd be
待って
boring
るの
waiting
も
all up
そう
by
なんです
myself.
し
Airi-kan cuts herself off mid-sentence and glances up at me fleetingly, as if to gauge my reaction.
カイトさんは今
What are
何
you
を
up to, Kaida-san?
うん
No,
まあちょっと
I was just looking for a
する
spot
スペ
to
ースを
study.
探してたんだ
お勉強です
Study,
か
huh?
Wait, does this mean...
まあでも
But I'm not
いまい
really
ち乗り
feeling
気
up
しな
for
く
it
てさ
right now.
ちょっと
I was just thinking
フラ
about
フラしよう
hanging
かな
around
って
for a
思って
bit.
本当ですか
Really? Then would you like to walk around the festival with
一緒に
me?
会場を見てもありませんか
まあ
Sure.
Yay!
I'm not expecting anything. This is probably my once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to spend time with an actual idol. Yep, no ulterior motives at all. I swear.
は
And then I'm gonna go get changed. So please stay put.
あ、
Okay. I'm not expecting anything, I think.
お待たせしま
Thanks
した
for waiting. Shall we get going?
あのさ、
Yes?
ちょっと
Aren't you a little too close? No.
そうですか
You think so?
でも
But we look more like a couple this way, don't
っ
we?
ぽいですし
A couple.
堂々として
Sometimes it's best to hide in plain
バレ
sight.
ないものです
Is that really the case? The heck if I know.
でも
But it really does feel like we're dating,
本当
doesn't
の
it?
恋人同士みたいですよね
I don't know.
カイトさん
Or
は
do you not want people to see
私
us
とそういう
like
風に見
this?
られるのは嫌ですか
別に
No, it's not that I don't like it. Honestly, Nakia just crossed my mind. I'm not doing anything wrong. This is strictly for camouflage, and we're not actually dating. But still.
Oh, look! Soft serve mango ice cream.
美味しそう
食べる
You want some?
Yes, I do. Delish.
そう
Good, I'm glad.
カイトさん
Your Anno sweet potato ice cream looks really good too.
I'm gonna have a lot of thumbnail watch options for this, man.
よかったら
You wanna try some?
I can have a bite.
どうぞ
Sure. I hand her the half-eaten ice cream as she takes a bite.
This one's really good too.
Wait, did we just...
どうかしま
Is
した
something wrong?
いや
No, it's nothing. She might be an idol, but we're not junior high schoolers here. I feel like it would be too embarrassing to make a big deal out of an indirect kiss at this point. And it doesn't look like Airi-san is minding it much.
We just...
Nope, she's definitely minding it.
I know. Let's go take a look over there.
見てみましょう
Sure. My image of celebs is that they're all pretty experienced, if you get what I mean. Which is different as far as I can tell. After that, the two of us walked around the festival, grabbing quick bites on the way. And before we knew it, time had already run out.
アイリーさん
Airi-san, are you good on
そろそろ
time?
時間大丈夫
Airi-san looks a little sad when she glances at the clock. No, her model's broken all of a
あっ
sudden.
という間ですね
Oh well.
Time really flies when you're having fun, huh?
本当
True words. It's too bad. There's nothing I can do about that. She's an idol, and there's lots of people waiting for her. But Eddie's-san is just standing in place.
あの
Kaida-san.
カイトさん
Her cheeks are slightly red as she nervously addresses me. It must be from all the sun she got over the last few days, right?
私
I'm going to sing a
明日の
dance on
ステー
stage
ジ
tomorrow for the
初めて
first
歌っ
time.
て踊るんです
I was just thinking,
もしよ
I'd
か
be
った
really
ら
happy if you could come
カイト
watch.
さんにも見てもらえると嬉しいななんて
I knew there was an event happening tomorrow, and I was already planning on going.
もちろん
Of course I'll come watch you.
本当ですか
Really?
アイリーさんの
It's your
初
very
めての
first
ステー
stage
ジだ
performance,
ね
Airi-san.
ちゃんと
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Thank you. I'll do my best.
頑張ります
でも
This is so weird.
Hmm?
ほら
The fact that I'm hanging
ア
out
イド
with
ル
an
の
idol
女の
like
子
you.
こうして過ご
I
してる
never would have imagined it a few
数
days
日前に
ago.
は想像すらしてなかったよ
Ah,
おかげで
I'm never gonna
この祭り
forget
はいい
this
思い出
festival.
になりそうだよ
Well, you gotta get going. Ashida-san might be waiting for you.
アイリーさん
Airi-san?
huh?
遅れちゃうよ
You're gonna be late.
Oh, that's right.
そうですね。
Let's go.
行きましょう。
Huh? I thought she was acting a little strange as we were parting ways, but she performed just fine at the event afterwards, so... I'm probably just overthinking it.
お疲れ様でした。
And thank you for your hard work.
お疲れ様でした。
Likewise.
Ooh, finally done. Now that she's done with her talk event scheduled later to the evening, she's done with all her appointments for the day. All that's left to do is grab something good to eat and go to bed. But if a newcomer idol, though not really, can be this busy, I wonder how busy a really popular idol can get. True.
Huh.
Oh, Airi-tan. Good job out there.
お疲れ様です。
Thank you.
Hmm?
どうした
What's wrong? You look a little down. Are you tired?
疲れた
いえ、
No,
そう
not
いうわけじゃな
exactly.
いんですけど。
So she says, but just clearly at a different energy level compared to how she was during the last event. Obviously she puts on an energetic face in front of people, but I don't think I'm the only one that feels she's a little out of it. Honestly, she seemed kinda dispirited when she came back from her break earlier. Tomorrow's her big stage performance. She says she's feeling okay, but maybe she's nervous.
もし何か
Do you want to talk about something? I'm all ears.
僕が相談に乗るけど
Airi-tan thinks to herself a bit, then slowly speaks.
みんなが見てるのは
Everyone is saying Airi,
アイリじゃ
and
な
not
くて
Airi, right?
アイリーなんですよね。
Huh?
カイトさん
The
が
person
見てるの
Kaida-san sees as the
アイ
idol
ドルのアイ
Airi,
リーで
not me.
私じゃないんですよね。
アイリタ
Airi-tan?
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
今日は
I'll
も
go
う帰
home
ります
now.
ね。
Okay. At the end of the day, I couldn't even give her any advice, let alone listen to her troubles. All I did was watch Airi-tan walk away from behind. Girls sure are complicated.
I hated Cinderella. My mother read me lots of stories when she was still around. Among them, I especially hated Cinderella. The reason was simple. Cinderella's spell has a time limit. Her time as a beautiful princess ends at midnight. She returns to her usual miserable appearance. It almost felt like it was a metaphor for the time limit on my own life. That's why I hated Cinderella. As I lay down on the soft bed, the tense feelings that were brewing inside me pour out in the form of a sigh.
アイドル
An aidoru.
Huh.
Just a few days ago, I never could have imagined that I'd be standing in for an idol. Since I don't know the first thing about being one, the first few days went by in a whirl of chaos. But thanks to Hashida-san's support, I have the mental capacity to even enjoy the events I've been going to. And there's just one problem. And the reason I'm able to do this is because I'm not a real idol. Real idols have it way harder, desperately working to survive in the industry. Compared to that, all I'm doing is mimicry. That's the only reason why I have any mental leeway. Of course, I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. I've been aware from the beginning that I'm not a real idol.
I would hope that. You knew that.
But even then, as long as there are people out there who support me, I'll carry out my job as an idol to the end. That's how I feel right now. So, the feelings that have been smoldering inside me are doing so for another reason.
お兄ちゃん
Big brother. I quietly vocalized the name of the person behind it all. After being awoken from my cold sleep, Big brother was the first person to treat me kindly when I was all alone. I like seeing Big brother's bashful smile. Airi-chan. When Big brother said my name like that, it made my heart feel warm and safe. But Big brother is just that, my big brother. To him, I'm like a little sister. Obviously I knew that from the get-go, and I felt the same way for a time. But when I interact with Big Brother as Airi, I'm no longer his little sister. He sees me as an adult. He sees me as an equal. The time we spent together was super refreshing and fun. I know that Big Brother has his eyes on Akiho-san. But even then, somewhere deep inside, his attention makes me happy. It's just...
アイリは
I'm Airi. I'm not
アイリーじゃ
Airi.
ないんですよね。
And the person Big Brother is seeing is Airi.
シンデレラ
Cinderella, huh?
か。
Right. At the end of the day, I'm Cinderella. A Cinderella that will never see a happy ending at that.
魔法の時
My
間
magical
も
time is coming to
Awesome,
an end.
alright.
If that's the case, at least at the very end,
それくらい
you'll forgive me for
許
it,
してく
right,
れますよね。
Akiho-san?
アキホさん。
Oh boy. Another clear day in Tanegashima. Started POV, got it. Magic always comes with a time limit, but I prefer this to be a happy ending. Did something happen? From June? Huh? Why do you ask? This felt like you were a little different. Nothing is different. I'm the usual me. Thank you for checking in.
Finally, tomorrow's the stage event. Getting nervous. I just noticed that he changed his profile picture to be Airi, but also Hashibi. Why? I get it for the person doing it, but aren't you just the producer? You don't get it. The idol and producer are connected via one body. Anyway, just let tomorrow go well, please. Oh boy. Oh boy, Moika. An urban legend left by Kimichi Mako, hashtag Sports Toho, link. Out of the ones mentioned, I heard rumors on a mini solar storm activation device, electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment, and a LabM is a very valuable qualification. In fact, it's so valuable that it can be legally purchased for tens of millions of dollars. Hello?
What? Really?
I am honored, Ligako.
Due to the source being Sports East, makes me itch to check, from Kurisu. If an advanced AI exists, I would like to see it. AI is part of my studies too, but not my specialty. My senpai used to look for the whereabouts of an AI like that, but failed. I guess it's an urban legend at the end of the day. 828, lunch with Maishi. Today, a Menchi cutlet set. Cute.
Another clear day in Tanegashima. And today is finally the day of Airi-tan's stage performance. Airi-tan says she's practiced singing and dancing in her room every day, but I've yet to see any of it firsthand. I wonder how everything's going to turn out. Under normal circumstances, I would have checked on her progress, but I totally missed my chance. Today's the day. Let alone while she's Airi-tan. For me to spend a lot of time when she's Airi-tan would be problematic. I guess I don't have a lot of options. She says she'll be okay, so I guess she'll be okay. Plus, I think it's perfectly fine for her to make mistakes. As long as Airi-tan gives it her all.
それにしても
Man, this is a huge crowd. Yeah, really.
朝から
I heard they sold out of tickets in the morning and there's still lots of people trying to get
という
in.
人が押し寄せてるらしいよ。
And the people who are here probably aren't familiar with what sort of idol Airi-tan is. In fact, the real Airi-tan that was supposed to come here never even got to start her career, so there's no way to know. In other words, the people that are gathered here are those who came to know of her existence right here at the festival. And then I'm sure at least half of those folks are just here to see an actual celebrity. But the rest are different. The rest are people who have seen and spoken to her during her time here. As far as I'm concerned, this is proof that Airi-tan has a natural potential as an idol, but who knows for sure. What is certain is that all of these people are here to watch her sing and dance. All the prep work is finished. Now we just gotta wait for Airi-tan to show up.
遅いですね。
Aitan seems to be running late.
もうちょっと
She'll be here any minute now.
私、
I'll try calling the hotel.
うん
Oh, right.
橋田さん
What's the matter,
どうしたの？
Hashida-san? That's a new one. More models showed up and then the other models started behaving a bit better. The Robotics Club youngsters came to check on us. They must have noticed something was up from the spectator seats.
いや、
Well,
まあ
the
それが
thing is...
アイリーさんがまだ
Airi-san hasn't shown up yet.
ホテルには
Is she at the hotel?
今ジュンナちゃんが電
Jin-chan
話
is calling there right now.
をそうですか
I see.
わかり
Understood.
ました
Thank you
あ
very
りがとうご
much.
ざいます
Jintan, who just got off the phone with the hotel, turns her away and slowly shakes her head.
橋田さんは
Mashida-san, do you have any idea where she could be?
そうね
Let's see.
ある
I
って言え
do,
ばあ
but
る
I
し
don't.
ないって言えばないし
Could you be any more unclear? Yes, probably. Curse her. She escaped.
アイリーさん
I don't think Airi-san's that type of person. Or, well, the Airi-tan did run away with her manager.
ホテルから
Is there any
こっち
chance
に
she's on
向かって
her
きて
way
る
from the
最中
hotel?
ってことはそれが
Well, there's just one unusual problem.
Unusual. What is it?
チェックインから
The
だ
hotel
と
staff said they haven't seen Airi-san since she checked in.
ホテルのスタッフの方が
You idiot. That's the real Lupins the Third.
コナちゃんはちょっと
Kona-chan,
静か
shut
に
up
して
for a
て
second.
とにかく
Don't you think we should go looking for her?
あいや
No,
それ
that's probably a
やめた
bad
方がいいんじゃない
idea.
かな
どうして
Why?
それは
There,
その
it's just... Even if we go look for her, we would never find her. Because... She's been here all along. As soon as I saw Airi-tan arrive with Yashio-kyun, I nearly screamed. After giving me a subtle wink, she's been observing the chaos with a worried expression on her face. While everyone deliberates among themselves about what to do, I end up signaling to Airi-tan and bringing her to a quiet corner.
ちょっとアイリタン
Yo,
どういう
Airi-tan,
こと
what's this all about?
それが
It's
ダメな
not
んです
working.
ダメって何
What's not working?
大人に
I
なれ
can't
ない
become an adult.
I can't become an adult either, but Airi-tan is undoubtedly talking about something totally different. Okay, relatable, but...
それって
You mean you can't turn into
なれ
Airi-tan?
ないってこと
はい
Yes.
今
I've
朝
been
から
trying
ずっ
since
と
this morning.
マジっすか
For real? This is not good. I checked this morning. The electromagnetic wave irradiation equipment that transformed Airi-tan into Airi was still working, albeit a little unstable. We've only got a few minutes before showtime.
やっぱり私
I'm gonna go look for her.
探すって
But where?
どこ
それは
Well,
This is not good. At this rate, they'll end up expending energy for no reason.
どうしま
what
しょう
should we do?
At this point, we gotta go.
しかないかな
行く
Go where?
どこへですか
There's only one place.
おっと
Oh, fancy that!
アイリタンから
I just got a
メール
message from
だ
Airi-tan. I purposely raise my voice, and the Robotics Club gathers around me.
嘘
Really? What did she say?
えっと
It looks like she's lost at the
迷って
festival.
しまってるそうだお
I avoid having my Pokecom screen peeked at as I attempt to read off the non-existent message. Seriously? The stage is literally impossible to miss.
第一
Plus, she's been here multiple times. She was here yesterday too.
ほらあの
Well, you know, she could be clumsy.
どちらかというと
Really? If anything, I thought she had a pretty good head on her shoulders.
とにかく
Anyway, I'm glad we know she's at the festival somewhere. I'll go look for her.
探しに行ってきますだった
I'll help. Subaru. Bravo. You guys are gonna help, right?
しょうがないですね。
Fine. If you let me breathe in the goodness later.
あいや
No, it's okay. I'll go look. You guys stay put.
みんなは待ってて
But
大丈夫
It'll be
大丈
fine.
夫
I know where she is. Hey, Yoshi-kun. Hold down the fort here for me.
ことは任せたお
If I stick around, they're just gonna get more curious about where she is. That'll make things tough for me. My best option is to get away as quickly as possible. Plus, there's no time left.
つうわけで
Anyway, Airi-tan, stay put.
ちょっと待ってて
huh? Oh.
I whisper into her ear before darting out of the venue. Hashida-san. Before we can stop him, Hashida-san hurries out of the event hall. He moved faster than one would imagine based on his size. Within seconds, Hashida-san weaved through the tight crowd and disappeared.
行っちゃった。
He's gone.
どうしましょう。
What now?
むやみに
And
探して
searching
も
for
仕
her
方ないし
blindly won't do us
と
any
りあえ
good.
ず待っ
I
と
guess
く
we
しか
gotta
ないんじ
wait.
ゃない
It's about 10 minutes until the scheduled start time. He said Airi-san is at the festival, so I'm sure she'll make it here just in time.
場所が分かってる
If he already knows where she is, she should be okay. It's a large festival, but if he knows where she's wandering, it should only take a few minutes. Or so we all thought.
予定時間。
It's already past the start time.
Before we knew it, our deadline had gone by.
Hashida-san.
会議
Kai, what about his phone?
さっきから
I've been
かけてる
calling, but he's not picking up. Ugh,
何をしてるん
what
だ
is that
この
guy
人は
doing? Curious as to how the audience is doing, I peek up from the side of the stage. These types of events have a tendency to get delayed, so the audience isn't causing a commotion just yet. But it's only a matter of time before they do. I look up and see Airi looking at the crowd with a worried expression on her face.
橋田さん。
Hashida-san.
Both of her hands are placed over her chest, almost as if she's praying for Hashida-san to safely bring back Airi-san.
ずいぶん心
You
配し
must
て
be
る
really worried.
Uh,
そういえば
And by the way,
愛梨ちゃんって
have you
アイ
ever
リさん
met Airi-san before?
I've never spoken to her personally, but I've seen her events a couple of
何
times.
度か見たことがあって。
Hmm. I can't recall any such moments. But Airi has been practicing Magical Academia's dances super diligently until late at night these past few days, so she must be a really big Airi-san fan.
それにしても
Man, where could
本当に
Hashida-san
遅い
be?
な
What is he doing? It's almost 10 minutes past the scheduled start time. And then you throw this intense sunlight into the mix.
なあ
Hey, what's going on?
いつまで待たせる
How long are they
つも
gonna
り
make us wait? An audience who has been patiently waiting all this time was slowly beginning to grow unsettled. I get it.
まずいですね。
Things are looking bad.
どうしよう。
What should we do?
ここは
Maybe someone should go out there and buy some
誰かで
time.
引き延ばすしかないんじゃない？
That's what I was thinking, or at least let them know that there's a delay, like hello.
引き伸ばすって
Buy
誰
some
が何を
time?
するんです
He's
か
gonna do what? Just make an announcement saying, hey, delay happened, sorry.
そこでメガネ
That's where you come in, Four Eyes.
断る
I refuse. In times like this, as soon as one person lights the fuse, the commotion spreads quickly. What was once a light buzz within the audience quickly grows bigger. It's now nearly engulfed the entire audience.
とりあえず
We should probably make some sort of an announcement.
した方がいいかもね
Yes, Naya with the brain cell.
Okay, got it. I'll do it right now.
来ました。
He's here.
Huh? Everyone looks in the direction of her in line of sight. There, running desperately from the other side of the stages. Hashida-san.
Hashida-san. Hurry, hurry.
Doubt you're out here dying. He jumps down on his hands and knees in front of us, panting heavily. He must have run the whole way here. He's wearing a large backpack. Oh no. He looks like he's about ready to pass out.
あれ、
Wait, are you alone?
一人？
Where's
アイリー
Airi-san?
さんは？
それ
Well, actually, she should be here already, but...
先に来てるはずだけど。
Already? You mean you didn't bring her here?
まあ
Well, that was the plan, but she said she'd be fine
本
alone.
人が大丈夫っつうからさ。
Why would you just let her go like that? What was the point in getting her in the first place?
させ
So where's Airi-san?
それが、
We still haven't.
あの、
Everyone turns around in response to the voice behind us. And there she is.
I'm sorry for being late.
Airi-san bows deeply.
アイリー
Airi-san,
さん、よかった。
I'm so glad you're okay. We were so worried about you.
ご迷惑を。
I'm sorry for all the trouble.
Let's talk later. You should get on stage immediately. The audience is impatient and starting to get rowdy.
すぐに行けますか？
Can you go on now? Yes.
Airi-san takes a deep breath, heads to the stage, then turns around.
あの、
Kaida-san.
私のこと
Please watch
見
me.
ていてくださいね。
Sure.
どうしたの？
What's wrong, Kai?
いや、
It's nothing. He noticed Airi's missing, didn't he? And so, Airi-san stood on stage. This is supposed to be her first time singing and dancing in public, but she performed brilliantly as if she were a seasoned veteran. The audience turned their frowns upside down the second they saw her. She made a couple mistakes and playfully stuck her tongue out, but that just added to her charm.
僕たち
We were
さっ
seriously
きまで
just
ここで
talking
彼
with
女
her,
と話し
weren't
てた
we?
んですよね。
どうしたの急に。
What's with you all of a sudden?
いえ、
It just
な
feels
んだか不
weird.
思議だなと思いまして。
不思議か。
Weird, huh?
確か
You're
に
right.
そうだね。でも、
But we
俺たち
definitely
は
were
確か
here
に
with
彼
her.
女と一緒だったよ。
Idols are are people capable of making anyone smile, if that's truly the case. There's an undoubted fact that the girl on stage is an idol.
何がと
At any rate, I'm just glad things went well.
ですね。
Right?
Although her stage performance only lasted only a few songs, the audience gave her an unending applause, even calling for an encore. For a no-name idol, this is a gigantic success.
ところで橋田
By
さ
the
ん、
way,
そ
Hashida-san,
の背中
is that what I think it is in
に
there?
もしかして
Hush. Some things are better left unsaid, Naetan.
なのだぜ。泣いた。
ですね。
Right.
The applause from the audience finally dies down, and the star of the show comes walking down slowly.
お疲れ様
And that's a wrap.
We all welcome her with little applause as she walks over, glistening with sweat and a bright smile on her face.
すごかった。
You were amazing, like a true idol.
ドキドキ。
My heart was racing the whole time.
なんか芸術
Pretty artistic.
あ
Thank you. It's thanks to all of you.
She greets each of them individually, and then eventually stands in front of Yashio-kyun.
Were you watching me?
よかったよ。
Yeah, you did
ちょっと
great.
感動した。
I was actually moved.
But it did mess up a little.
So she says, but there isn't a hint of regret on her face. Instead, she looks completely fulfilled.
Kaida-san, I have a favor to ask of you.
何？
What is it?
Tomorrow, can I have your time just for one day?
お付き合い
Wait, you mean...
それって
A date, of course.
Uh-oh. Akiko appeared and the model started fucking up.
Huh?
Akiton overhears them and listens worriedly. Yashio-kyun is definitely aware of this. But after thinking to himself for a while...
いいよ。
Sure. He nods his head without hesitation.
Really? Thank you so much. Hey, Kai.
I hurriedly stop Akitan as she tries to interject. It's other than Akitan. Let them be, just this once.
But
Sorry, Akitan. But just for one more day, okay?
Hashira-san.
Akitan still looks like she wants to say something. But she eventually turns her back and mutters.
Fine, just for tomorrow.
Thanks, Akitan. I knew all along. I knew that Airi-tan had feelings for Yashio-kyun. The reason why she carried on as an idol was because Yashio-kyun was fond of her as Airi. This must be why she weathered the storm for so long. But what he's seeing isn't Airi-tan. He's seeing Airi, the idol. And now that she's realized it, she must have made a decision. That dreams don't last forever. That her feelings will eventually disappear like bubbles. But this is probably her path to her adulthood. Ah man, I was supposed to fill that role. Uh-huh.
Did he say something?
Nah, nothing. Someone always takes the cake away from me. This is just my fate. Uh-huh. The very next day, I am on a ship. But not to go back to Tokyo. I'm headed for Kagoshima.
So, why are you here, Hashira-san?
Sitting next to me is Akitan. And that's it for posture. Leaning forward and ducking so as to not expose her head above the seat constitutes a sitting. About 5 rows ahead of us are Yashio-kyun and Airi-tan, sitting next to each other. Right back at you. Why are you following them, Akitan?
I'm, worried.
Well then, that's my reason too.
What do you mean?
Of course, I'd rather not spy on people's dates like this. But I don't have a choice.
And what's with that big luggage of yours?
This here is something very important. The electromagnetic wave radiation equipment is sitting at my feet. Without this, Airi-tan can't remain as Airi-tan. The electromagnetic waves being generated by the device have gotten significantly weaker as of this morning. There's no guarantee this will last the whole day. In other words, if this thing isn't near the two of them, Airi-tan will turn back into Airi-tan on the spot. The problem is this thing's weight. I'm too much of a nice guy. My wife does say she likes that part of me. But still, this posture is tiring. So, how long does it take to get to Kagoshima?
About an hour and a half.
Look, we still have another hour to go in this position while we spy on those two in their joyful conversation. Sniff.
And the shop is really nice. They have so many cute things.
No? You've been here before?
Yes, a couple of times actually. Oh, just once. Before arriving at Tanegashima.
そうなん
I
だ
see.
Well, look at this pendant. It's so cute.
It looks pretty expensive. Is she a devil? A little devil? There's definitely a part of her that's pretty ditzy, but when you combine her devilishness and that part of her, what a monster. This is Darty still. Yeah, it is. Okay. What a monster.
Oh, look, polar bears. I've always wanted to eat the special edition version.
一度食べてみたかったんです。
あんまり大きい
I'm gonna get a stomachache if you eat one that big.
Don't treat me like a child. I'll be just fine.
大丈夫。食べられます。
Fine. Then let's get a special edition one.
Yay! I'm so full already.
いっぱいです。
I told you, it's huge. That's what she said.
カイトさん
Kaido-san, you eat some too.
分かったよ
Fine.
それじゃ
Here you go. Say,
Hey, I can feed myself.
say,
Sweet.
お前
Now, come on.
She spoon-fed him. I haven't even done that yet.
友達したことないのに。
You haven't even gone on a date with him. Come on.
わかった
Okay, okay. Just stop hitting me.
Sorry.
This is Tenmoncon, largest shopping district in Kagoshima. We're still sneakily spying on the pair. Hey, I knew this was going to happen, okay? But when I watch two people get flirty, I can't help but feel empty inside.
そんなに悔しい
If you're that
なら
upset,
やって
wanna
み
try it?
誰と？
With who?
もちろん僕
Me, of course.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry.
ですよ
I figured. Aritan doesn't have much time left. I think somewhere deep down inside, Akitan is aware of that. That's why she doesn't try to stop her. Their joyous time together is about to come to an end. Okay, we're in Kaio POV now. And the sun is on the verge of setting. We return to Tanegashima via express boat. They are now standing together at the observatory in Ichiguoka Park. It was her suggestion that we come here. As the two of us gaze at the sparkling orange ocean and the launch pad, I'm recalling how this is where I first met Airi. Though the Airi at that time only existed within my Pokecom.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much for today.
After watching the sunset silently for a while, she turns to me and speaks.
この何
I
日
had a
も
lot of fun these past few
す
days.
ごく楽しかったです。
さあ
I'm glad.
でも、
But it's almost time for the
12
midnight
時の
bell
鐘
to
が鳴る
ring.
時間です。
Yeah. I pull out a small bag from my pocket.
これは
What's that?
この何日
Just something for you to remember these past couple days by. It's the pendant that she was looking at while we were walking around Temoncon earlier. I bought it while she wasn't looking.
ガラスの靴じゃん
It's not a glass shoe, but... And she puts on the pendant with her small hands, then tilts her head a little.
どうですか？
How does it look?
よく似合ってる
Great. Her smiling face looks all too familiar.
最後に
Can I ask you for one last
お
favor?
願いしていいですか？
俺にできる
Name it.
ね。
キス
Please
し
kiss
てく
me.
ださい。
She says in a whisper, that closes her eyes and lifts her face. I pull her narrow shoulders closer, and then I kiss her on the forehead.
またそうやっ
There
て
you
子
go
供
again.
扱いする。
Treating me like a child.
ありがとう、
Thank you,
お兄
big
ちゃん。
brother.
And just like that, she disappears.
カイ、
Kai,
アキちゃん、
Nagi-chan.
let's go home.
そうだね。
Yeah. The device I had hanging on my back goes silent. Right, this is audio? Yeah, it's audio again. Oopsie, wrong button. When I hear small footsteps coming down the stairs, I lightly push Akitan's back. Akitan, without resisting, makes her way up the stairs of the observatory to hurry. Then, once Akitan disappears, she comes down very slowly from the stairs from the opposite direction. I can read.
お疲れ様。
Long day.
Yeah.
Her smiling face was as clear as the skies over Tanegashima. The next day,
帰った？
she went home.
いや、
Yeah, I guess she called blah 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 blah. Well, I guess she got called back to Tokyo. She says she has a gig she can't miss.
そんな
Too bad.
せめて
I wanted to at least
お
say
礼くらい言いたか
thanks.
ったのに。
When everybody heard that Airi-tan had quietly left the island without seeing the closing ceremony, they couldn't help but be disappointed.
この数日間
Airi-san left me a message for you all. She says thanks, and that she had lots of fun these past few days.
あったんですか？
You got to see her.
彼女に。
Yes. Just for a little bit. She sends her regards to everyone.
そうです
I see.
ま
And that's too bad. I mean, you know what?
あ。でも
But she's
彼
going
女
to turn out to be a very
大
popular
人気のアイドル
idol.
になるでしょうね。
Uh-huh. And of course, Zubida Kyun's predictions were way off. The idol known as ID would disappear from public eye for quite some time. For a few years after, the handful of days she spent on Tanegashima would become the story of urban legends. But that's a tale for another time.
それはそうと
And then aside,
祭りの最
ahead
終
about the
日
final day of the
大丈夫？
festival. Is everyone good to go?
それは。
Well,
Wait, where's Proud-chan?
ちゃんはもしかして
Did she run away
逃げ
again?
たとか？
No way. That's not good. But short-handed as it is.
ないのに。
it sounds like the final day of the festival is going to be as chaotic as the rest of them.
さっきも
I received a request for backup at the first aid station. What do I do?
あの
If it's okay with you, I'd like to help.
私にもお手伝いさせてくれませんか？
Huh?
ダメですか？
No?
それは
I mean, I'd certainly appreciate it, but are you going to be okay at the first aid station? Yep. I'm hoping the experience will be useful in the future.
できればなって。
Huh?
アイリちゃん
Are you going to try to become a nurse, Airi-chan? Yes. I like Cinderella, but Nightingale doesn't sound half bad either. Huh? It's nothing. I want to experience lots of things from now on, so I can make a
やれ
decision.
るといいなって思ってます。
I see. It sounds like thanks to this little episode, Airi-tan has started to put together a vision of her future. Maybe this whole idol craziness turned out to be beneficial for her. I wonder what path she'll choose in the future. Heck, she may actually end up becoming an idol. What's up, Hashida-san? You look kinda happy. Of course I'm happy. I'm just glad to see Airi-tan back in her proper form as a legal lolly. You'll never change. Damn straight. I'll always be me. Anyway, I guess I'll go enjoy the last day of the festival.
Let's go, Hashida-san.
Huh? Where are we going?
To go help out at the first aid station, of course.
Why me?
Because you're my producer, aren't you? In that case, you have to take full responsibility until the end.
I guess I have no choice. I'm all aboard. Guess I'll stick around until the final destination. In exchange, can you say, I'm gonna give you a big shot big brother in a nurse outfit?
If you keep saying stuff like that, I really will give you a shot.
In the head with a gun. Blep. That was a good CG to end on. That's cute. Yay, our first credit sequence. I was honestly prepared for that to go a little bit longer, but I'm glad it ended there.
Cause I'm EP.
It makes me wonder how the other endings will be. But I'm imagining similar shenanigans. Airi here was definitely a good first ending, I will say though. Like for sure. Can understand why that was the recommended first one. This is a good ending song. It was fun getting to see lots of Airi. Yeah. Tutu dance. Hello. It's nice to see her living her life after all the cryo sleep. Yeah. It's very wholesome. Wholesome times were had here, which we don't always get with Science Adventure series. If the rest of the endings are gonna be along this type of vein, the whiplash from starting Chaos Child after, Man, I don't know if Chaos Child uses 3D models. I kind of hope they don't. Okay, there's just occasionally 3D models in the background. That's fine. Chaos Shadow's gonna be well chaotic. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. We've played Chaos Head. We know what to expect. But yay! Oh, I see. So, like, here are the little badges. So there are 7 total endings. I think I already knew that, yeah. Probably an ending per... I was gonna say lab mem, but, you know. But, yeah, that was fun. I look forward to the other endings. And the inevitable whiplash from Chaos Child. Because that is gonna be whiplash, either way. But it'll be fun, yep. Many science, much adventures. So true, so true. Oh, hi, Cage. At least one of the characters is a lab mem. Yeah, but I don't think Daru has his own ending in this because he's one of the playable characters. Or I guess he's the playable character because the, like, gameplay is picking places on the map and you do that through Daru POV, so... Yeah, okay, so it seems like for the last 2 endings, they're just like, oh, after you finish the other routes, just, there'll be a new button, you press that. It's like, okay, bet. Then, for the other ones, we just have to load our different saves and then pick different areas. Which makes sense. But yeah, probably we'll be able to, like, get, like, the extra content from the different routes and then get the endings for all the rest of them, since a lot of it will just be skipping since we did, like, the main bulk type thing. Yeah, so that will be exciting. I look forward to it. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. It's been an enjoyable, wholesome time. It definitely really feels like a side game, which is nice, to be honest. It's nice when side games are just side games, you know? Definitely feels like we're here just for the fun of it. I also look forward to the inevitability of dates matching because we are in the middle of August and this game takes place in August. So there's not going to be like, oh, that's today's date. I'm sure it's going to happen, but we'll see. But thank you guys so much for joining. I know it's been a time, damn. Thank you guys so much as always, and I'll catch you all next time. Yeah. Bye bye, good night. It's late. Ah.